Third time is a charm. Let's get it going. Okay. Yeah. Welcome to High Time Spirituality Radio. I am not high tonight. However, 10:33. It's 22:33, which are master numbers of the universe. Divine master numbers. Listen, the point is that a lack of sleep, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, a lack of sleep has been scientifically proven to be as if you were drunk. The same motor skills and sorry, something in my eye. It always happens when I'm tapped into spiritual shit. Anyways, one moment. Sorry. Okay, sorry about the interruptions. What was the point? I don't know. It doesn't matter. Oh, the point was that I woke up like this. No, being sexy takes a lot of efforts. Alright, no, I'm playing. Alright, let's get to it. I was saying that you had the master numbers 22 and 33, and prior to when I was originally going to start this radio show, 2222 popped up, which is 1122. A lot of y'all look at 1111, but 22 and 33 are also master numbers, as is 55 and 44. So yeah, tonight I was saying that a lack of sleep, which is what I have, is similarly to being drunk. So we'll see how this goes. I don't know, man. At first it was like really natural, and then when I put the title here in this description box, it got suddenly like a lot of pressure, like, oh my gosh, what am I channeling? I have to be perfect for these people or whatever. I don't know. Yo, it smells mad good in here. We diffusing our oils. Let me get this deck out of the drawer. Let me just pull the whole damn drawer out of that. Here we go. Oh shit. Look at me messing up. messing up. Excuse me, sir. Super loud ass bass and stuff. What deck? Egyptian Tarot. Ooh, Deviant Moon. I'm feeling heavy energy off of that. According to CNN, tonight is the last night of the Trump era. But we shall see about that. Now, shall we? I don't know if it's gonna happen. Or something might happen to... I don't know, man. All I'm gonna say is back in November or December, I went to get a thyroid check, right? On my neck. They went to go check my thyroid, and I had to get an ultrasound. And towards the end of the ultrasound, just randomly, I don't know what it was, because I'm not even like rah politics, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, but just randomly, the woman, all of a sudden when I was about to leave, she was like, I was wiping the gel off my neck. She's like, you know, this 72-year-old guy came in and he was like, and this is in November, and 72-year-old guy came in and he was like, you know, something bad is gonna happen in January. Something bad is gonna happen in January, right? And we all saw the motherfucking riots, which that was crazy. 3 days before, I had done a radio show, and I was like, I don't know what's going on in the world. And that's literally what was happening as I said those words, or around that time. But anyways, the point of the matter is that the 72-year-old guy also said that they're going to deem Biden incompetent so that Kamala Harris could be the president instead of just the vice president. And with everything going on, I don't know. I'm just saying, I have a feeling, and my feelings, like, literally 2 days later, the shit be coming true. So I hope everybody is safe out there, not just with these Tuskegee trials disguised. No, I'm not gonna say that. Not just with COVID and all that, but I hope that physically you're in your house safe from these crazy ass people running around trying to kill people. You know, that's their way. That's their ancestors, like, killing and torturing and colonizing. Oh well. I just ended my career. No, I'm just playing. Hey man, I'm just telling you what history says. I'm not you know what I mean? I'm just the messenger, my guy, gal, whoever you are. Man, I just don't even feel the energy right now. I don't know what's going on. Let me see. Alright. Hold on a minute. Let me do something. Don't just go with it. Alright. I just feel so discombobulated. Like there's like 1,000 messages coming in right now into my mind. So let me I don't want this to be a 3-hour show though. So let me see. I just feel I don't know, y'all. There's something happening. There's like a huge energy shift that I'm feeling right now. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, so we got 10. Huge energy shift, yo. I feel like the messages are coming in, so I do apologize that I'm just like gazing off and not saying shit, but this here feels what am I looking for? Alright, we're gonna get into this reading right now. Let me make sure y'all can hear me first. Let me just check and make sure. Alright, there we go. So, channeling important. See, I don't know. Maybe it's the title that's throwing me off, because it looks like ominous. You know what I mean? And I don't want to look ominous. I want to have good vibes and shit, dog. Alright. Fuck it, let's get it. What are we doing? Why does this thing keep telling me to turn my offline finding on? Am I about to lose my phone or something? We're going to pull a Shamanic card first. Get the overall energy. It's all of a sudden cold in here. And then we're going to pull from one of these other decks that are calling me. Oh, also, before I started, our first initial dice roll was a number 8. And y'all already know how important 8 has been. What do you call that? This year. So, whoa. Who do we got? Whoa. Anyways, being sexy takes practice. That's all I'm saying. Alright, look, we got number 18. Is that a wolf? A wolf is my spirit animal. Hey man, focus. Right here. You see this? Focus. There we go. Whatever. It's not gonna focus. It is. Oh, it's a coyote. Yo. Yesterday on my Ring app, people were talking about coyotes killing their cats and shit. I guess it's not funny, but like, a fox broke into someone's backyard yesterday or 2 days ago and killed one of their animals, one of their ducks. I guess they have chickens and ducks and dogs and all kinds of stuff. And people kept saying, "Are you sure it's not a coyote? Watch out for a coyote." So that's interesting. Very interesting that we got this fucking card tonight then. And number 9 is my number, personal number. But anyways, it says Coyote, West, Feminine, Earth. Okay. Mother Earth has been purging since last year. Like, first, before I read this card, no, I'll read the card first, and then I'll give you the animal speak definition of what the coyote represents. Because remember, on the first day or third day, second, whatever, one of the first days of this radio show, we came across the snake, which was like last week or a week before or something. And the snake, well, it has a lot of misconceptions about it, so we went into a lot of depth, and I told y'all to look out for seeing snakes, hearing about snakes, seeing them in a dream, vision, whatever, what kind of snake it is, the way that it mates and preys, and, you know, like prey, not prey, and all of that, and just, you know, the snake represents transformation, shedding the skin, new beginnings, things like that. And then the second card that just fell out as I was speaking is the number 8, which is, it's number 62, and it's a compass, and it says north, masculine, winter, elder, air. So we have divine masculine and feminine at play here. The number 8 and the number 9, 18, and 62. All right, let's see what we got, peeps. Let's see what we got here, folks. Let me move these because they're sliding. Okay. Here are 2 cards. Let us see, baby. Man, this tarot shit is very real. I mean, for entertainment purposes only, or whatever the fuck. I'm just letting you know that these are my interpretations of what is in front of me, as well as what's going on in the divine messages that are in my head or that are showing up, and some other things. So, anyways, I don't know. People might be like, "Oh, what are these cards gonna say?" But like, you just watch and see. Let's get it. 18, Coyote. Coyote, West, Feminine, Earth. I am Coyote. I am Trickster. Watch out, I will trick you. I'll concentrate my digging in one place to throw you off the track of my real destination. As soon as you've taken the bait, I'll go after the real prize. I am joy, laughter, and humor. Lighten up. My vision sees down long dark tunnels, and my keen sense of smell knows what it's after, even in the tall sweet grass of the plains. I double check all the signals, do you? I am the teacher and the teaching. I am dogging you to watch out. Are you saying, what a fool I've been? Perhaps you need to lighten up and laugh at the situation. Howl at the moon. Is your life a little tricky now? Have you found yourself in a mess? How are you going to get out? It is time for you to examine all the evidence. See things from a different perspective. Quit blaming others, fate, and bad luck, especially fate, and bad luck. Take responsibility for your actions. You stumbled all by yourself. Now laugh and learn the lesson, or I will dog you until you do. That's a very weird energy. This book is not really. This particular deck is not like written in this kind of way. Meaning, what do I mean to say? Like, I don't know. It's just not. It's not written in that kind of language. Like, it's just more, I guess, abstract or like spiritual instead of like, you know, getting in your ass, like telling you what the hell you don't want to hear type thing. Is basically what I'm trying to say. What you need to hear, but what you don't want to hear. Quit blaming others, fate, and bad luck. Take responsibility. Joy, laughter. But he's also a trickster. Alright. It's interesting. Phrases. Alright, yeah, you're right. Let me see what Coyote represents. Yeah. I know I feel sluggish too. I'm sorry. I think y'all can feel it. But I'm telling you, I haven't been resting the way I need to at all. Alright, Coyote, page 260 to 262. That's crazy. We got number 62 over here too. 262. Alright, let's get it. Oh man, Coyote got a lot to say. Alright, here we go. Coyote, keyword, wisdom and folly. Cycle of power, year round. Let me change this damn music. What the hell that was? Oh, I like this song here though. Dude, why does it, it's not checked. Or maybe it's just the same album as the other one. I found this new weird genre that I like a lot, so that's a thing. Anyways, the coyote is an amazingly adaptive animal, and the Native American lore about this animal is rich and plentiful. It is the creator and the jokester. Much magic has been associated with the coyote, but the magic does not always work. Even if it's not working, it serves a purpose. There is always hidden wisdom where the coyote is concerned. In many ways, the coyote is to the Plains Indians what the raven is to the people of the Northwest. Creator, teacher, and keeper of magic. That's interesting, because I've had a lot of crows or ravens flying around lately. Like, I mean swarms. Like, it was like 600 of them the other day. I swear, I'm not exaggerating that. Like, I have a video on my phone. I think I showed y'all, but you couldn't really see it because the focus and all that on a screen. But crows have been like outside, like cawing, like early in the morning lately, like 2-3 o'clock. Well, kind of like 5, between the hours of 2 a.m. and 5 a.m. Because I'm up then. And anyways, it's just interesting. All right, let's see. That was a weird cough. Throat chakra. Speaking truth, man. Anyways, in many ways, the coyote is to the Plains Indians what the raven is to the people of the Northwest. Creator, teacher, and keeper of magic. Both are playful and love to have fun. Both are skillful, but often look for ways to do things that will not involve the use of their own skill. They often look for shortcuts. Both remind us not to become too serious and both remind us that anything is possible. I was just writing a song about that earlier. No bullshit. Wow. So I guess that's the channeling message of today, really, or overall kind of energy. Alright, so oftentimes, in many of the tales, the coyote makes things more complicated than they need to be. If coyote has shown up as a totem, you may wish to ask yourself some questions. Are you or those around you being too serious? Have you forgotten the playtime is essential to health? Are you complicating what is really simple in some area of your life? Is someone playing tricks on you? The coyote teaches the balance of wisdom and folly and how they both go hand in hand. The image of the wise fool has been used in the lore of many societies. This is the individual who seems to be a simpleton, and yet the words and actions have a much greater wisdom than is initially recognized. Are you not seeing the wisdom of your life and its events? The coyote will help you. If the tarot deck is in the tarot deck is the fool card, which is 0. This card is good for anyone with a coyote totem to meditate upon. Its energies are tied to simplicity and trust. This is so fucking crazy because this card has been sitting on my desk for like since I guess a week or last time I did the reading, which is from the Anubis Oracle, and it's actually Anpu or Anubis in the Fool position. Though it says number 12, he's like, damn, this thing won't focus. He's doing the whole thing of like hanging upside down, and the card says surrender in Shaman Enlightened Heart. So if you know anything about the Fool card, like in traditional Rider-Waite tarot or whatever, it's essentially of just being at this space of like the beginning, but like before the beginning. So like it's the number 0 in the major arcana for a reason. It's just you're open to new possibilities, but you're also not wise enough. I don't want to say you're not wise enough. It's just that you're in a new plane that you've never been in before. So, but you like, so you're hanging upside down, but you're enjoying hanging upside down. Like, I'm just chilling here. Like, this is a new phase or new, not phase is not the word. What am I trying to say? Let me just get y'all the traditional definition, and then I'll interpret it real quick. What the hell is this song? Go away. I don't like that song. I've never heard it before. I just don't like it. All right. It wasn't good vibes. Full card. I want to see what they traditionally say, because all my decks are very different from the traditional meanings of shit. Alright, so again, so it says the Fool can be placed either at the beginning of the major arcana or the end. I've always heard of it as the beginning, but it makes sense because after you've gone around the world and done all the transformation and stuff, you come right back to that Fool position. So you take all the wisdom you've learned to get to this new phase of life. So we're talking about transformation and these different kinds of things. It all ties back in. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's just a new place. It's just, you've never been here. But it says the Fool card is numbered 0, which is considered to be a number of infinite potential. Consider him a blank slate. Or, let me click on this. Labyrinthos. Labyrinthos? I know what a labyrinth is, but I've never heard of a labyrinthos. That's what they named their website. Anyways, this is a clean looking website. I like this. You see the bullshit, man. You see the bullshit? Here I am, trying to help y'all out, and then this foolishness happens. The point is that lately my computer's been overheating. I think I need to update or something. The point is, the Fool depicts a youth waking joyfully into the world. He's taking his first steps. He's exuberant, joyful, excited. He carries nothing with him except a small sack, caring nothing for the possible dangers that lie in his path. Indeed, he is soon to encounter the first of those possible dangers, for if he takes just one step more, he topple over a cliff that he is reaching. I guess they typed it, they put topple. So I guess he may topple over the cliff that he is reaching. But this doesn't seem to concern him. We are unsure whether he is just naive or simply unaware. The dog at his heels barks at him in warning, and he does not become more aware of his surroundings soon. He may never see all the adventures that he dreams of encountering. If it is upright, of course. Oh, what we were saying was that the Fool card is numbered 0, which is considered to be a number of infinite potential. Consider him a blank slate, for the Fool has yet to develop a clear personality. He is the symbol of innocence. His journey to come will shape his character yet. Man, beginning of a new journey filled with optimism. Basically, it's like being in this space of not yet knowing what to expect. So like if you start a new job, right? You go in and you're all excited and yeah, I got the job, you know, you do your little interview, whatever, and you're like, this is dope, this company's awesome, blah 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 blah. And then by the 3rd month, you're like, man, fuck this place, da da da, and like you're breaking all the rules and stuff. But your first day, you're like super by the rule book and like, oh, this job, I love it, right? And so it's kind of like this, you're not yet to that 3-month mark. You don't really know all that the job encompasses of you. You don't know about the the hours or the customers or the management that sucks or whatever. You know what I mean? All you know is you got this brand new job and you love it and everything's gonna be great. That's kind of like the full card energy of just having this like, I'm just gonna do I don't know, not do what I want, but you're just gonna walk in there and just I don't know how to explain it. You know what I mean? Y'all get what the fuck I'm trying to say. Like, the fool's by the book, and it's exciting, and it's like, yo, man, I'm out here. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here. So you're not looking for the trickster energy because you don't know it exists yet. Is essentially what I'm trying to say. So, back to our reading here. Let me put this here. You can see the cards, but I can't see them. It don't matter. Okay. In the tarot deck is a full card. This card is good for anyone with a coyote totem to meditate upon. So meditate upon that innocence, essentially, is what I'm trying to say. Like, a baby doesn't know to be scared yet. A loud noise might shock it or, you know, make it cry, but it doesn't understand. Don't crawl near the stairs. You know what I mean? Anyways, so meditate upon that. Its energies are tied to simplicity and trust. It is the card for developing a poise in the chaos of life. It stimulates and renews innocence, and it reawakens a childlike wisdom in response to the world. See, literally, as I said that, what, 2 sentences before or something? It is a card that reminds us that true teachers of wisdom have a wonderful sense of humor. Through the coyote, we learn to become, again, as little children with a reawakening of the intellect, creativity, the artistic mind, and all of the intuitive faculties. That's crazy because I've been wanting to paint lately. Like, aside from the music thing, I've been wanting to, like, physically on canvas paint. So I bought all the stuff, and then I've been so caught up in music I haven't done it. The point of the matter is that your artistic abilities might be kicking in right now. Where are we at? Although often seen as a pest to be eliminated by many groups, like those people I said on the ring where the coyotes killed their animals, they were like, we need to kill them. Like, what? They're just doing nature, like, you know. Anyways, although seen as a pest to be eliminated by many groups, it has managed to extend its range. It is found in every part of the country. It has been able to do so because it has used its keen intelligence and adaptive ability. The coyote used to be most active hunting at dawn and dusk. Today, it is most active at night. This is done to avoid other hunters. The coyote will often use cooperative hunting techniques. They have a well-organized system of running down smaller prey. The chase occurs in relays. While one coyote rests, another gives chase. That's pretty smart, actually. This kind of cooperation hints at the energies that coyote can bring to your life. An ability to stimulate cooperation to accomplish important tasks in the most efficient manner. We talked a lot about how 2021 is all about action and collaboration. So cooperating with other people, like while you're done hunting or while you're resting, let someone else go out and finish the kill for you or finish the hunt for you. Not physically, don't be going around hunting and killing humans and talking about you saw some shit on here. It was a shamanic reading. I ain't saying that. I'm talking about metaphorically, you know, kill that job or kill that project or that whatever you're chasing. You know what I mean? Don't physically go out and kill anyone. And talk about I ain't say shit. Okay. Now, back to what we were talking about. Again, I hope Joe Biden is safe. We'll make that clear because I don't want nothing to be misconstrued from what I said earlier. Now, back to our shit. This kind of cooperation hints at the energies that coyote can bring to your life. An ability to stimulate cooperation to accomplish important tasks in the most efficient manner. Sometimes the coyote has even teamed up with the badgers and they have hunted together, reflecting the coyote's ability to adapt to the situation. The howl is one of the coyote's most significant qualities. It is generally accepted to be primarily a social gesture. It can express loneliness, warn of danger, or call for assistance. It touches the soul of whoever hears it, reminding us of our primal connections. Pause. Well, we gotta hear the damn coyote howl, don't we? We've got to right now. Absolutely. Let's hear this, guys. Coyote. Oops. You know what? I ain't had to do that. Showing all my personal information and shit. Would you stop with the noises? Let me just turn this off. Sorry. Alright, let me see. I spelled shamanic wrong right there. Coyote howl. Let's see who it is. What? What? We hear two different ones. Man, that thing looks scary, bro. You see it at night?
The recipe we invented over 145 years ago.
Hey, where my
Philadelphia,
volume at, homie?
schmear perfection.
Hello, test. I guess the headphones are working, not the main speakers. Be careful of your pet's reactions, it says. Oof. All right. Beware of your pet's reaction. Beware of my reaction. Damn. Let's try this one. That was crazy. I've never heard one howl before. Oh shit. He's that close to a coyote. Oh my god, are you crazy? I know it's Yellowstone, but damn. He ain't even phased by them though. Get no fucks about that human over there. Yo, this is wild. I'm glad I get to watch this with y'all. He ain't done that yet.
If I see more than 4, I will become concerned.
Really? You gonna wait till you see 4? Nigga, with 2, I'm out. I ain't mean to say nigga, but you know what I mean. That means the rest of the pack on the way. That's still crazy. White man crazy shit. Whoa. National Geographic up in here. They have like this screech, like this shrillness to their howl. It's much different than the wolf. Man. They're like warning like a whole tribe, you know what I mean? That's wild. That's some wild shit. Man, I'm gonna turn off this. What? It's too overpowered tonight. That's what I'm saying. He gonna wait till the other 2, huh? All right. There's your daily dose of coyotes howling. No, that's wow. That's kind of wild, man. I just never have heard that live, like ever. I don't think. Trippy shit. The reason why we bring this up is so we can get context, right? So let me pull back up our visuals. I'm gonna pull up some different visuals. Hey, speaking of ravens, yo, that's crazy, ain't it? Yo, that is insane, homie. No way. I can't believe that. Dog, I can't make this shit up. I didn't watch this before. I typed in shamanic visuals and I misspelled shamanic accidentally. And then I just clicked on like the first 2 that kind of looked cool, you know what I mean? So then to have this raven thing pop up, it's fucking crazy. And I'm gonna mute that because it's getting crazy too. But dog. Anyways, let me put this in the background. Okay, back to our reading. I mean, this is all a part of the reading, but you know what I'm saying? It's 11:09, baby. Speaking of everything we're speaking of, powerful numbers right there, yo. So see, so like the number nine, like I keep telling y'all that's my number, but like the number nine is associated with the number zero because you can add anything to the number nine and it'll equal back that number. So if you do like 9 plus 7, you know what I'm saying? You'll get 16. 6 and 1, 1 and 6, 1 plus 6 is 7. So we just added 9 plus 7 equals 16, which equals 7. So the number 9 is essentially like the zero, like this full card that we're talking about right now. And the ones, because now it's 1110, but the ones represent your intuition and all of that. And ones have been popping up heavily for like the last 2 days or something like that, or last day. So back to this. The howl is one of the coyote's most significant qualities. It is generally accepted to be primarily a social gesture, but it can express loneliness, warn of danger, or call for assistance. That's what I said. Like they seem like they're warning a tribe, at least on that Yellowstone one, especially. It seemed like, yeah, they was scared of that guy, man. I felt like that they was about to come attack his ass, and he was stupid for being out there. Anyways, or for being that close. If he was in a vehicle or something, I could get it. You know what I mean? Get out, take some pictures or something. But like, I don't know how he gonna outrun them. The point of the matter is, I'm sure there were other predators there as well. Oh, it touches the soul about their howl. It touches the soul of whoever hears, reminding us of our primal connections. A coyote's den can be located anywhere. They usually prefer the side of a hill near a water source. The coyote will often return to the same den for each litter, but they rarely use the den year round. It is a place they work out of. This same kind of pattern is common among those who have coyote as a totem. I was just about to say that's how I feel. You know what I'm saying? Like when I'm home, it's just to work. Like I don't, not that I don't like being home, but I guess I don't like being home. Like it's just like this is like, all right, refocus, get shit done. But if I could be out traveling or at a hotel, or like tonight I wanted to like go out to a bar or something and like chill, you know, like home is like buckle down, get shit done. It doesn't feel like a place to stay year round. Some people I know, like I remember, matter of fact, I was like dating this chick temporarily, right? Like very short time or whatever. But I remember she used to be like, man, you just don't like being home. Like she's like, I want to go home. Like I love my house. I want to be at my house. You know what I mean? Like she always wanted to be there. I didn't. I wanted to like be out and exploring and whatever. So for some of you, your home is like your safe place, your sacred place, or whatever. I just remember being on the move, like always, you know. And it's crazy because like people, like what was it, 2 years ago? I had moved 5 times in 2 years, and people were like, "What?" Like that? Like they were like, "Damn, you moving again? You moving again?" But then I looked back and I'm like, well, when I was a child, you know what I'm saying? Like we moved from apartment to apartment to apartment to a house to an apartment to a house to an apartment. Like you know what I'm saying? So like, you know, and then even when I was in the service, like we got restationed. The branch I was in, we got restationed every 3 years. So it's like it's crazy to people now, I guess, in the civilian world, or like in, you know, in context or whatever. Cause some people, like my father, he could stay in the same place for 20 fucking years, 25, however long it's been. He's in that same apartment and he's cool with that. You know what I mean? For me, I'm not that way. Like I'm just conditioned to move around, and you know. So the point of all that is just like the coyote, I don't stay in my den year round. Like if I'm here, you know, it's a place to work out of. Like that's home. You know what I mean? All right, so I feel like you can make your home anywhere. You know, like yeah, there's something about coming home to your, or coming to a house or a place with your possessions and your things you value or whatever. But it's kind of like you don't need church to be spiritual or to be in tune with your God. Like, does it enhance it? Maybe. I feel like the church thing is just more community for a lot of people. Because when you think about it, like, are you saying you can't serve your Lord without being in a special building? You know, like if you really are in tune with whatever your belief system is, you could take that anywhere. Like your spirituality could be anywhere. You know what I'm saying? I don't stop being a shaman because I'm not at home with my fucking rattle and, you know, different stuff. Like, oh, I don't have incense, I can't be a shaman now. Like, what? It doesn't even make sense. So apply that back to whatever your system is. You know, you should be able to do that anywhere. Again, it might enhance it by having a sacred space carved out. You know what I'm saying? If I were to do some rituals and stuff, I would like cleanse the space and set things up in a particular way. That makes sense. I get that. But yeah, the point is that you can make your home anywhere. You can take your stuff anywhere. You can, because that feeling that you're chasing should be able to move with you, is essentially what I'm saying. Now, we're almost done with this reading. Now, or at least with this coyote right up. Where are we at? Okay, yeah. They're not done year round, place to work out of. This same kind of pattern is common among those who have coyote as a totem. They are most effective when they work from a place but do not limit themselves strictly to it. It hints of the need for mental stimulation, and those with this totem require a lot of it. Yes, bro. That's what I've also been asking for. I was like, yo, if I'm gonna date, or if hey, speaking of, we got like a little white wolf coyote type of cool guy in front of his little keyboards like me. I don't know if y'all saw that on the screen just now, but anyways, my thing was like, yo, if I am gonna date, I need somebody to mentally stimulate my mind and teach me some things. All right, I can't just be running around with, teaching others all the time. If that makes sense. I need what's the word? I don't know. I've always been like that though. Like what happens in my relationships is that I end up growing exponentially, right? So if I didn't know about a topic, like let's say like my last relationship or whatever, just real quick, like they were super into the metaphysic realm, and I needed that to propel me into what I'm doing now, which is shamanism and metaphysical world. But it was like it got to a point where I surpassed them, and I think that dynamic kind of fucked everything up. But the point of the matter is that even before this, right, before I knew anything about meditation or anything, right, or any kind of spiritual whatever, I thought I was damn near agnostic or an atheist or something. Even then, I remember my relationship failing because, like, that person was not this last person, but before that, was that like they were stagnant, and they wanted to like come home and watch TV and like watch TV. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with TV. Like I watch Girlfriends every night now. You know what I mean? Or so, whatever the fuck is on Netflix. All these old black sitcoms. I'm like rewatching all of them right now. And so like TV's cool during dinner to like turn the brain off. Like I said, I've been working like crazy. I haven't had time for anything. It's cool. You know what I mean? But like if that's all you do, we don't read books. We don't have conversations. We don't go to lectures, debates, nothing. Like, bro. So the point of the matter is, I guess coyote is a totem for me, because there's a difference between spirit animals, totems, and there was another one, not spirit guides. There's another difference: totem animals, spirit animals. Well, whatever the other one is, it doesn't matter. The point is that one of them is kind of like there for life. So you'll see this animal keep popping up. So like this person that calls himself Raven, whoever, you'll see that. You know what I mean? Constantly. So if you have a snake that always pops up for you, or a gnat, for a long time gnats would come around me. Like as annoying as fruit flies or gnats are, that was like a big indicator for me. Like, okay, I'm on the right spiritual path. Like a gnat would come, and like it would be random out of nowhere. Like sometimes if you have fruit, they'll be around the house, but it wasn't like that. It would just be out of thin air. Like one would pop up right now or something. You know what I mean? So don't think about don't disregard the small animals. Some people it's crickets or roaches or spiders. Spiders are a big one. Spiders are actually a very good totem animal to have, but they're kind of scary as fuck. I used to love spiders, and then I watched some 2020 thing about people damn near dying, being bitten in hotel rooms and all kind of losing legs and shit. Like so now I'm like, yo, I try to tell my spirit guys, don't send me no kind of insects, no bugs. I'm not the guy to kill them for you. I saw that speaking of dating, on one of these little apps, I don't have it anymore, but one of the apps, this chick was like, we'll get along if you'll kill the bugs for me or something. Girl, you better get you a can of Raid, because it ain't me. You understand? I ain't killing no bugs for nobody. Fuck that. I hate killing them anyway when I see them. And I hope one don't show up right now, because that's going to be very bad for all of us. The point of the matter is that mental stimulation is important if you have this coyote totem or this card that we pulled out tonight. We're almost done with this, like I said. All right, so coyotes have a very close-knit family unit. They will sometimes mate for life. The father is very conscientious and participates in the care and raising of the young. Both parents train the young in hunting techniques. The male cares for the mate while she is pregnant. Oh, that's interesting. I mean, a lot of dudes dip out, so yeah, it's just interesting. So the male mate takes care of her while she's pregnant, helping to protect and feed her. If something does happen to the mother, then the male takes over to care for the young. Which is crazy because in this society, like if something happens to the mother, the courts automatically try to place the kids with like a family member or a foster, situation or adoption or something. They rarely go to the fucking father that, created the child and say, hey, can you take care of him? Like just even the court system, like, single fathers fighting for custody. The mother has to be extremely fucked up. You know what I mean? Like they don't just grant fathers the custody, it's like an extreme battle, and most fathers don't even want to go through the fight. But I mean, for the guys that do, for the single fathers that step up and they want to, single fathers with like 5 kids and shit, like it's hard for them just to get custody. I feel like if a dude wants to step up, like the fuck is the problem, but anyways, that's a whole nother subject for another day. The point is, coyote males take care of the young and also protect and feed the pregnant coyote. The coyote is one of the most fascinating animals, and it is not easily locked into any particular category. It is filled with paradox, like me. I used to say I'm a walking paradox. I really am. Alright, it's filled with paradox, but at the heart of its energy is the balance of wisdom and folly that makes for a fulfilling life. Boom. Bow. Like me now. I don't know if this is a wolf or a coyote on the front of this box, to be very honest. I thought it was a wolf, but now I'm starting to rethink things. How do you know the difference between a wolf and a coyote? Their ears look different, and the nose, the face looks different. But it might be because this is from a different angle than the box. The point is that, I don't know yet, because we still have to figure out what the hell this card is about. But, yeah, so we had trickster energy on here. We've talked about being the fool. Oh, the fool. So that was why that other card, that Anubis card, was so crazy. It's not just because it's Anpu upside down in the fool position, but because he is a dog. He's a jackal god. And so jackal, wolves, coyotes, like that energy is coming in very heavily. Man, shit is wild out here. Wild out here in these streets. I'm scared about tomorrow, yo. I wish I had not seen that. God damn it, dropping everything. I don't, because I don't watch CNN and all that shit. I feel like I got no negativity in my life or potentials for negativity in my life. I don't need to welcome in that energy. But now that I know tomorrow is supposed to be the last day, for the Orange Man with the all the riots and shit going on, I don't have a good feeling right now. And lately, for like the past 6 months or so, I'll feel something or think something like random, and then 2 days later it'll happen. Or like this random celebrity, like I mean random, like a celebrity from like the year 2000 will come across my mind, and then they'll be trending 2 days later on Twitter. Or I just had this gut feeling. I was like, something bad is gonna happen, and then the fucking Nashville explosion happened 2 days later. I got an indication to pack my emergency bag, which is over there, my emergency bag, and then 2 days later the tornado happened here in Nashville. Maybe I just need to get out of Nashville. A lot of shit going down over here, okay? music industry. They trying to tear some shit down around here. But the point of the matter is that I don't have a good feeling. I don't know what's gonna happen. And that's the thing. I never know what it is or what's gonna happen, but it just happens. So same thing. My ex mother-in-law committed suicide like 2 days or 3 days. Was it the day of the tornado? I think I found out 2 days after the tornado, but it was like I think the night of or the day of the tornado. Maybe that's why we got it. Spiritual realm. What, as above, so below, as they say. But I had a bad feeling. Like something just said, pack your emergency bag, and I kept, The point is that I was displaced from my home for a little bit, and I went and stayed with these people, and when I was there, like I had got a phone call, like I don't know if my mom called. Yeah, my mom's called and told me that she had committed suicide. So that's what I'm saying. Like I never know what it is. Oh, the reason why I tell y'all that is because I remember being nauseous as fuck. Like I woke up in the middle of the night, like just feeling like, oh. So it must have been like, yeah, it was 2 days after the tornado or something. Is when I found out, like I said. But I don't know, whatever. The point of the matter is that it was like the worst feeling you could imagine. Like worse than, not as bad as food poisoning, because I wasn't like throwing up in, both ends or whatever. But it was very unsettling, very disturbing. And then I got the call. And then that was a whole journey of forgiveness for myself, because she was not kind to me. She set me up a lot. The point of the matter is that I don't have a good energy for y'all, and I don't want to say sorry. I mean, I don't know why people do that. Like on certain tarot channels, I don't think this is a tarot channel necessarily, but like on certain tarot channels, like this one reader I used to watch, she used to always have to get on these people like, look, I'm sorry, this is what the cards say, I don't give a fuck about your feelings. Like she had to be like that, because speaking of wolf, look on the screen, it's another one, or a coyote, that's a wolf. It was just weird because like I guess people want you to filter the bad messages. I'm not that way. I'm gonna tell you straight up. And it's not even just about spiritual realm or anything like that. Like I'm just a very brash person in general, which people love until it's about them. They love when you're honest until it's about them. Then they're like defensive and don't want to talk to you anymore. Temporarily. Then they'll hit you up like 8 months later. It's a weird cycle. The point is, our next card is very short write-up. Number 62, number 8, again, popping up for 2021. It's popped up like every day every time we've done one of these radio shows. It represents North. That wolf right there is sexy. I think I would get that tattoo. I think that looks like the tattoo I kind of wanted. Oh my gosh, this is a sign, you guys. Should I screenshot it? I don't want that exact one, but it was like a blue wolf with moons and stuff. That is dope. Sorry, I know, I got sidetracked. Okay. North, masculine, winter, elder, air. I am the north. I am the cold air of winter. I am the night of dreamtime. It is from my direction that knowledge and strength are found. I am truth, and with this truth is found stability. My strong winds bring change. My strong winds brings change in weather, work, and life. Listen to the teacher within to receive knowledge. Use that knowledge properly, and you have wisdom, and with wisdom, power. Use that knowledge properly, and you have wisdom, and with wisdom, power. Yo, exactly. That's what I tell people. It's not knowledge that's power. Okay? It's the wisdom that is. Because you can have all knowledge in the world, but if you don't know how to apply it practically, then you don't have any wisdom, you don't have shit. Like you don't have any power. Just because I learned something, if I don't know how to apply that principle or apply that lesson or that whatever that I learned, then it doesn't really matter. Like there's shit that like you were knowledgeable in high school, okay, but there's a lot of stuff now that you don't use from high school, like the Scarlet Letter. Like when have you used that? However, girlfriends did mention the Scarlet Letter without saying Scarlet Letter the last episode, and I remember reading it, but I don't really remember what it's about. Something about a mother and a baby, and they painted the A on her door. I guess because she was a whore or a witch or something. But then Maya was talking about it being an adulterer. Whatever the point is. The point is that you were knowledgeable, okay, in high school. But, like, do you apply those principles to now? Probably not in a lot of the things that you do. And you can apply that for anything that you've ever learned. You know what I mean? So, speaking of, we had the number 1, which, again, it's 11:30 now. 5 for change, but the 11s and the 1s have been popping up today and yesterday, or today, and they're all about intuition, which I mentioned earlier, and this literally sums it up. Like, it's all about the knowledge within, going within. We talked the other time I got on here when I said people are not entitled to your energy. I also mentioned that a lot of y'all don't even check in with yourselves. Like, you wake up talking to other people. Like, you wake up, check Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, whatever place you check, CNN, fucking whoever. Like, you, like, a lot of y'all can't even go pee without your phone in your fucking hand, okay? Which is nasty, by the way. Like, people wearing masks and shit. I remember when COVID first started, I was on a plane, and people were wearing masks and, like, wiping down stuff and wearing gloves, but then they would touch their phone. So it was, like, completely, your phone is dirtier than a toilet seat. A public restroom toilet seat, by the way, which people shit on, by the way. Like, you know, it splatters and go everywhere. Like, yo, I've seen some things. The point of the matter is that, yo, in Hawaii one time, I saw a lady shit herself on the street. Like, just right there, just like in a dress. It was a big woman. I think she was homeless. I don't know. I was homeless and I never shit myself. So I don't know. There was something going on with her. This was back in 2014. I just came back from Hawaii last month. But was it last month? Last month. But my last trip previously, 2014, this woman shit herself right there on the street, man. Broad daylight, like, I don't know. And I think a cop walked up to her or something. Or maybe because a cop walked up to her, she shit because she was nervous. The point of the matter is that your phone is dirtier than a toilet seat, okay? So you touching your phone and touching your food or your mouth or your face or whatever the hell you're doing, masturbating, whatever, it's nasty, okay? And I don't remember why the phone ties into, because a lot of y'all can't even go to the bathroom without your phone in your hand in the morning. You say, it's my alarm, but then you start checking email. What the fuck does your email have to do with an alarm clock? Okay, buy an alarm clock if you need an alarm clock. Like, anyways, you need to check in with yourself more. You wake up, first thing you do is check other people's lives on the news, on Twitter, on Instagram, on whoever, and then you go from there, and then you go cook breakfast for your husband or kids or yourself, or grab your shit in a brown bag, okay, and call it breakfast from Chick-fil-A or Burger King. Then you go to you're stuck in traffic or wherever, you're on your commute, you go to work or school, or you homeschool, so now you're on a Zoom conference or a course or whatever, and then you go from there. And then I explained all this in the last one. You can just go check that out, because it's just like this perpetual cycle of bringing in other people's energy all day long, and then you never sit. Like, you don't even let yourself meditate for 20 minutes, or just like space off for 20 minutes. Not daydream for 20 minutes. I mean, like, just blank slate. Just, you know what I mean? So, if you were to check in with yourself, you would find the knowledge and the wisdom, and you would have the power. Because it's already all within you. It's just that you haven't unlocked it yet. And so then you have to, like, listen to readers and teachers and this and that, and read books and seminars and podcasts and whatever, to listen to people tell you shit that you already know, you know? However, I do think I have a unique spin, so I appreciate you being here tonight, or whenever you watch this, because timing is fluid. But I'm just letting y'all know that life is going to change forever tomorrow. And I don't know if that's a good thing. I don't... See, my whole system on good and bad is vastly different from most people. I think I touched on that in the last one, too. About everybody's moral compass is different. Like, a murderer doesn't feel like he's wrong. He feels like he's justified. Whether that's in the name of religion or his woman was smashing somebody else in a bed, or he hated someone was mean to him. Whatever the case is, people murder for different reasons. I don't know. I ain't never talked to no murderers. But to my knowledge, I didn't consciously, you know what I'm saying? I've talked to some people that I'm sure have done some things. You know, you just come across people and you just know. In passing, I'm sure I have. But I don't make it common practice to acknowledge, hey, I have a problem killing bugs, okay? I don't associate with murderers in the sense that I know what you did and we just chopping it up every day. You coming to my house and shit like that, okay? I'm not even gonna say that. There's something I want to say, but I'm just keep my mouth shut. The point is, this is my favorite deck. We gonna see what the Deviant Moon Tarot has for us, because we're talking about trickster energy, shit lying in the wake. But also, Coyote was talking about having fun. Squirrels, which always run around my damn house or place I live now, for now, they are there to remind you to have fun as well. So some of us might be too uptight. That was weird. It slammed like it wanted to come out, but then it flipped over, so I'm not gonna pull it out. It's weird. It's only 38 minutes. I was like, damn it, man, I'm already back on this hour-long, 3-hour-long shit. I don't have time right now. Like, I got other shit. But I want to be doing this, so it's fine. This card feels interesting. No, I'm not going to pull it out. Whatever comes out, we'll let it come out naturally. Oh, let me pull these other cards away first. I think the energies are conflicting or something. I don't know. I know it sounds weird, but I don't know. Thank you, Coyote, for being present with us tonight. Appreciate your energy, homie. However, you gotta stop killing these people's cats. You ain't gotta do shit. Hey, the bear fell out. Number 21. Southwest masculine fire. Interesting. They said don't read that one though. But if bears mean anything to you, your guy showed up here. That bear energy. Not like a gay bear. I mean, not like gay bears. I'm talking about, you know, in the what was it, community or whatever community? Who the hell is texting me? I'll check that in a second. The community. Anyways, I've heard the term bear for like the hairy gay men, like the big, like they're usually big and like hairy on their bodies and things, and like, I don't know, man. The point is, if a bear means anything to you, your boy just popped out. Look, man, I'm a well-rounded man. I know about all different kinds of communities. The fuck? Don't be judging me, because I know what a bear is and you don't. Not saying I've smashed a bear. You know, I'm just gonna stop talking. This is just getting worse, trying to justify things. Let me shuffle this and then, well. Oh, baby. Why did my phone vibrate? That was so weird. There's no message or anything, indication. My phone is dry. I'm not saying people hit me up. I'm just mean, that was just a very weird thing that just transpired. Let me do something real quick, y'all. How did I? Okay, here we go. How do we? Shelter. What does that mean? Oh, those are from the other day. I don't know how to work all this right now, but let me put on call in for, there we go. Ooh, that looks good together. This is a very beautiful scene on our screen right now. Call me now, Miss Cleo, call me now. I'm being a goofball. I'm so hungry. and sleepy. Hey, King of Swords again, dog. No, we had the King of Energy. No, we had the King of Swords as well. Hey, man. A lot of king energy up in here. I am a king. Ooh. Apparently I am. The Lovers in reverse. Oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. King of Pentacles in reverse. Ooh. You fucking up your fun, son. First off, let me make sure my deck is not in reverse. How about that? I don't know if it is because I reverse everything. I just want to make sure. Okay, it is this way. I just had to check. You never know, man. Oh, shit. I guess he wants to come out, too. I'll put that to the side. Oh, my darling Clementine. Doo 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 doo. Moment of silence. All right, here we go. Another reversal. Damn, y'all got the wheel. I ain't mean caught nigga. Y'all got the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, which usually is detrimental. You always want to be at the top. Usually when that wheel come back around, you good. But see, we had just talked about breaking cycles and ending cycles. However, now we got the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, the King of Pentacles in reverse, which is usually represents prosperity, abundance type shit. And we got the Lovers in reverse too. But we also have a King of Swords. King of Swords. I don't know. The wands represent the mind, but I don't know, man. I feel like you're overthinking a situation and it's causing this type of detriment. Yeah, y'all are overthinking something. But I feel like there's other energy at play here. What's this other card that flipped over randomly? The World. Oh, so the World card is upright though. But then the Wheel of Fortune is reversed. But the World, she look like she enjoying life. She got her titties all out. I mean, yo, I didn't mean to be graphic, but I mean, it is what it is. Like, the reason why I say that is because on this deck, sometimes the women are clothed, like they have cloth on them or whatever, and other times they don't. So you have here, she's like a mermaid, and she is topless, half naked, but living life though. She got some demons at her feet. But then fish, prosperity. The snake, speaking of, the snake is like eating his own tail. It looks like the Alpha and Omega sign or something. Speaking of labyrinths, we mentioned that earlier before the thing froze. Ooh, that's beautiful too on the screen. Yellow and gold, I mean, green and gold are like my favorite colors, yo. I used to think I liked the color red for like 16 years of my life or something, or more, 25 years or something. But turns out, nope. The reason why that's wild is because I talked to this lady. I'm not even gonna go to the whole story. The point is that this woman was like 44 years old, and she had just for the first time discovered that she liked mustard, and like that she liked a different kind of color, because she told me her life was always about her husband or her kids or her whatever. Again, checking in with yourself. How do you get to 44 years old and not know your favorite color, or know that, I mean, maybe color's not that important to you, but I'm just saying, like, know basic things like that you like mustard. Now granted, your taste buds change every 7 years, or is it every 21 years? No, it's every 7 years. It's one of the, no, wait, yeah, every 7 years. Basically what happens every 7 years, you have a full regeneration of cells in your body. 7-year cycles, you might hear that in metaphysics as well, but physically, you like your cells have regenerated to bring you an all new life. And so your taste buds do change. However, I've tried celery more times than I can count, and I still hate it every time. It could be like this big, like a piece of celery and some Chinese food or something, and it'll fuck up the whole meal for me, straight up. However, one person did make soup one time, It was very good soup, cauliflower soup, I think, and it had celery, but I didn't know. I mean, it didn't affect me, but like maybe I was in love. I don't know. The point is, all these cards just fell out, so we're not gonna take all of them, but I will shuffle these four and see what our message is supposed to be. There's sirens outside right now. Ooh, this card feels good. I didn't even look at it, but we'll figure out together. Not this one. This one. This, nothing. Alright. We got a lot of reversals, y'all. I'm just telling you. That shit. Usually it's not a good sign, but we gonna find out. It might not be as bad as I'm making it out to be. But this right here is interesting. It's like a Grim Reaper. Like it's like a woman, but like a topless woman that's a Grim Reaper. I'm telling you, the women are not always usually this naked or vulnerable. Which, well, that's a whole nother message. A lot of women are not. They're afraid to be. They're jaded because of fuckhead men that have screwed them over their entire lives. Making it hard for the brothers that want to love them. The point is, and then the brothers, we get jaded by the woman that scarred us, and then we can't let go. So then every new woman, we treat them like that. Is the fucking wolf tattoo that I was talking about. Speaking of love and that specific energy that I was talking about earlier. Hey, and another raven. Anyways, yes, that energy is very present tonight for some reason. Not the crow. I'm talking about this individual. What was the point? The point is, us men get jaded by the women that can't accept love. And then we treat the next woman like shit. So then she becomes guarded and treats the next man like shit. And it just keeps going on in this little dance. And nobody's happy. That's why you gotta find happiness within. You can't rely on other people. They can enhance your happiness. I'm not trying to be all jaded and dark, but happiness, only you can give that to you. Which is a hard concept for a lot of people to get to. The point of the matter is that this card is very disturbing or different. It's like so what I'm saying is there's like a greedy person. He's holding all the pentacles like a grip tight, like he looks very greedy. And next to him, behind his shoulder, is a Grim Reaper with a clock around her neck. A topless Grim Reaper with a clock around her neck. Like time is running out. Or like, not time is running out, but like, he's so blinded by the money that he don't see the time. And time is your most valuable resource. Because if you're talking about economics, resources, basically there's a concept called scarcity, right? Meaning that supply and demand, you've heard that before, scarcity. So the more rare something is, or the more scarce it is, the more demand there is for it, the more people want it. So whether that's Bitcoin or slutty vegan with 2-hour and 3-hour lines for a fucking hamburger, like, or a vegan burger, whatever. The point is supply and demand. But the one thing that you can never get back, or one thing you can never have more of a supply of, is time. So time is your most valuable resource. So that's, again, when I was talking about, I should have said that in the last fucking episode when I was telling y'all that nobody's entitled to your energy. But I feel like that was kind of a different reading. But like, your time and your energy, you need to protect that. Not saying you can't have conversations and let people in your space, but yo, he's so blinded by the money right now, he's ignoring the time, and you can't get that back. Money comes and goes. See, that's another thing about the abundance. I just need to do the abundance episode. I know I've been stalling, but like, the more attached you are to money like this, you're literally choking your abundance. Like, it can't flow freely. The universe can't bring in new money because you're holding on to the old shit. If you, like, I'm telling y'all from experience. You know, I just mentioned you like that I was homeless, but then last year I had $75,000 in my account. Like, I'm just letting y'all know that it's not a bragatory thing. I'm telling you that you have to let the money flow. You have to let it go. You have to. Speaking of, maybe when this whole have fun thing with the coyote, you should splurge like $300 on you. I know for some of y'all are like, oh my God. See, exactly. That fear that you have to splurge $300 is the problem. That's why you're not more abundant. You have to. All right, fine. How about you splurge 150 on you and another 150 in 100 in stocks and 50 on a course? How about that? Because that way you're investing in your future with the 3 to 5 year stock thing, or buy the Bitcoin before it all runs out. Because I guess they're like close to it running out or something. They're about to mine the last few or whatever the hell how that works. Invest 50 in stocks, right? Or 100 in stocks, whatever you feel, whatever you want to do. I'm not a legal financial advisor or whatever, so don't try to sue my ass. I'm just saying that I have this feeling of like 150 on you, 100 in stocks or however you want to play that out, and then 100 in a opportunity that can make you money is essentially what I'm saying, or high yield savings account. Maybe you should sign up for Betterment. Betterment is great. They did not sponsor this video. They probably never would sponsor a video. I cuss too much, maybe. I don't know. I'm a weird guy. But they've helped me exponentially. It's like it's like a robo advisor is what they call it. And it literally just takes the money and moves it and plays it in the stock market and makes you a bunch of money back. Like, you don't have to know stocks. You don't have to do shit. Literally. And it doesn't cost anything to sign up. I know it sounds too good to be true, but it's not. Maybe I'll put my little code thing in here for y'all. I think you can get a special something if I give my link, or I don't know. The point of the matter is that take the last 50 or 25 or 25 and 25 and buy a course or something that can enhance your wisdom and your knowledge, which we spoke on earlier, to give you more power. So if there's something that you don't know about or you want to learn, stop fucking searching YouTube for hours on end and just buy the course. If you buy the course already, you'll spend your time a lot more wisely. Now there's some things where, like, if you're kind of iffy about it, I understand searching on YouTube. It makes perfect sense. But there's some things where you're like, you need that next level. And the only way you're going to get that next level is by buying the course, because all that, like, essentially all the 20 hours you're going to spend on YouTube bouncing around with all these different ideas, cross-referencing, somebody's already done that. And they also have experience with whatever they're teaching, most likely, probably likely. And they bring that together in a course. All you got to do is give them your $50 and you'll get the information. Why sit here wasting 20 hours on some shit that somebody already mastered? You know what I mean? It don't make sense, does it? But you're so scared to let go of your funds that you're limiting yourself. But don't get addicted to taking courses either, because I that happens too. I've seen that happen, and it's like they take course after course after course after course after course, and the whole time the answer's lying within. Like, by that point you have the knowledge, you're just not implementing. You're afraid to implement. I don't know. Something else is going on. Let's get back to the reading, folks. I mean, this is all part of the reading. This is just energy flowing through. Like, I can't stop it. Bye now. I guess I could. I don't want to. All right. Hey, we turned right to it almost. All right. Swords represents what again? I think that's the heart, actually. I don't... See, this is what I'm saying. My decks are different. I don't go off the Rider-Waite tarot shit. I know wands are about... I like this song. What the hell is this? Well, we already talked about wands. And then, obviously, pentacles are your prosperity. Hey, man. I thought I liked this song the other day. Whatever, this Christian Loeffler guy, he's fucking dope. I like his music. I don't know, all these weird random genres have been popping up on my thing lately. What does swords... I was gonna say represent, but represent in tarot. Masculinity and intellect. Okay, so it is. You're overthinking. So that is proper, right? Thinking and logic. Oh, all right. So wands is the one that is about emotions or love or something like that. Spiritual level of consciousness and mirror what is at your core of your being. So personality, self-concept. Ambitious, new beginnings. with spring, fire, and energy represent growth. Oh, right, because we have so in my decks or in the Egyptian culture or Kemetic, ancient Kemet, they call it scepters, and scepters kind of are about the same thing that we're talking about: growth, inspiration, competition, desire for power. Um, Look, all these things keep saying new beginnings. The point of the matter is we have these swords here, and I feel like you are overthinking a situation. But we're gonna get into the actual stuff right now. King of Swords is. By the way, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcana. Hey, we got 6 cards again. Wild shit, man. I don't plan this shit. I swear. Y'all saw me on camera do it live. This is live. I forgot to put that in the description. Whatever. That it's live. I think that brings other people in. Anyways, Suit of Swords. The family of Swords is a powerful clan, yet its members are troubled with conflict. In spite of their problems, they persevere through strength and fortitude. Formidability. Fortitude. Alright. King of Swords. The mighty king stands with a soldier from his army. He imposes his strong will on those around him and leads with stern determination. Upright means using one's willpower to an end. Controlling leadership, determination, discipline, lawmaker, logical. So in your head, but like in a controlled way. I don't know. It'll make more sense in a minute. All right, so we got that guy. We got the Lovers in reverse. This feeling I have right now. Ugh. All right, the Lovers. Locked in a passionate hold, 2 lovers embraced by a desert lake. Like Arizona. I should go to Arizona. Anyways, the moon casts a hypnotic trance upon them. A snake injects them with venom. Whoa, fuck. What the hell was that? I don't know if that was the base or something just fell. Alright. Hypnotic trance, but a snake is injecting them. It's like they can't even see it. They're like blinded or something. Alright, reverse meaning. Separation, division, conflict. If it was upright, obviously it'd be love, passion, harmony, all of that. You and your lover are in separation because it's fucking swords card, because y'all are overthinking this mess. Boom. Next one. King of Pentacles. Your abundance is suffering because of it. I already know what this reading is about, dog. I'm gonna go through it and I'm gonna read the shit for y'all, and you take your own definitions. This is so ridiculous. No, I'm just laughing at my spirit guides, the way things work out sometimes. King of Pentacles. Yo, this is a bop right here. This is a vibe, okay? Y'all hear this music? Hopefully not, because I don't want to get I don't want my shit to get the copyright marks on it. But yeah, this shit's a vibe, man. It really is. I like this. That last song was called Days by Weeval. Weval. I'm getting back to the reading, man. Chill out. Calm down. You too hype. You too high strung. Didn't the wolf just tell your ass to relax? The fucking coyote? Didn't we just go through that? Chill out. We getting right here. I'm gonna tell you right now. You already know what this reading is about, so I don't know why you attacking the messenger right now. I need my music. All right. Pentacles, which is abundance and prosperity. Those who dwell in the city of Pentacles are hardworking and industrious. However, they sometimes pay the price of placing material gain over spiritual well-being. The King of Pentacles. The great king holds the silvery emblem of his industrial dynasty. Although skilled in the ways of business and trade, he focuses too heavily on material gain over spiritual enlightenment. Upright would be great, but it's not. So reversed meanings: a swindler, corrupt money dealings, a cheat. Going back to this freaking trickster energy that we spoke on earlier. This is your king. This would be upright, but he's in reverse. And upright, it would be like business know-how, investors, proficient in financial matters, skilled in math, stuff like that. But homie is like too sidetracked, too greedy, too not greedy. It's like, let me read this other card, and then we'll get into that. I'll call them. I'm gonna read them in order. But this other card has that same kind of overtone. This other one that we're about to get to, in after this next one, where he's what would you call that? When I told y'all about the he's holding on so tightly in the Grim Reaper and all of that. But let's read the Wheel of Fortune first, because that one came first. So where we at? Wheel of Fortune in reverse is not a good sign, I'm telling y'all. But number 10, where you at? Devil, Death, Temperance, Hangman. Here we go. Wheel of Fortune, which is number 10, number 1 again popping up. The gypsy stares into the fortune with a blank gaze. She spins the wheel for an uneasy citizen who wishes to know his own fate. Upright would be your fortune chance, but we don't have it upright. We have unfortunate events, unexpected results in the reverse. So hey, look, I'm telling you all, well, you already know my feelings and shit. I'm not getting a good feeling, but it does say unexpected results underneath the unfortunate events. So look, maybe these results are just not the way that you expected it, or maybe the way you planned it, but it doesn't mean that it's bad. Okay, like, try to remove that word bad, you know, like, it's no mistakes, it's only choices, and your choices lead you down a particular path. Sometimes that path ain't the path you wanted, but your higher being, your subconscious did want that for you, because it led you to better opportunities. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's this thing where I'm always like, oh, I self-sabotage a lot, but really it's not. It's my subconscious mind knows what the hell I need, and it moves 5 steps ahead of me at all times. So there'll be something where, like, I'll be like, man, fuck, da 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 da, and I'm so mad and sad and crying, angry, whatever, and I'm like, damn, I can't believe I missed that. And then 5 days later, something better will happen, right? Because my subconscious was already working on that. That shit was already in process. Everything I want is already mine. Like, you know, sometimes the journey is just wild and crazy and feels like jagging and like you're jumping off a damn cliff. But yo, the shit you need is already being aligned and provided for you. But y'all keep blocking that shit, man. The Science of Getting Rich is a book I need to finish. But if you read that book, I'm just saying, just read the book. Now, the point is that sometimes, like I said, it says unfortunate events, which I do have a feeling, but also unexpected results. So maybe it's just it's manifesting in a different way than you saw it, which makes sense with this damn Lover's card in reverse. You can't see that really, I guess. All right, there we go. It would be like that. You see the snake biting them on the ankle down there, right? So it's not the way you planned, but you're blocking your abundance through chasing money instead of the divine connection, and because you're in your head. But you're in your head because you're more worried about your job, or like what money they make. It's not even about the money they make. You're more worried about your job and investing your time and energy and efforts there than you are this divine connection, which is so interesting. Well, that took a turn I wasn't expecting tonight. All right, what's this next card we got? Number 4. Who is that? 4 of Pentacles? I believe so. 4. We got 2 cards, y'all. All this shit about to tie in together. Watch how I do this. Ooh, that's so smooth. I don't know where that came from. Watch this right here. Watch this. Trust me. Trust in me. Trust me. I got you. I got all of us right now. I got the world of The weight of the world on my back, on my wings. Hey, that's some good. I should write them lyrics now. Got the weight of the world on my wings. Hey. Now y'all just stole my shit. Look at y'all. Alright, man. I believe this is the 4. Man, these damn Roman numerals be confusing me sometimes. Sometimes they make sense and other times they don't. Fuck. Hold on 2 seconds. Blue September. This is an interesting song. It sounds very ominous though. Probably shouldn't be welcoming in this energy. I gotta make sure. I have to verify that this is the 4. I'm pretty damn sure it is. Roman. Yep. Good thing I live in the age of Google. It is a number 4. Okay. I don't know. I always mix up the number 4 and Roman numerals for some reason. It just, I don't know. Point is, like, I can see number 17 and be fine, but for some reason, I don't know. Alright, 4 of Pentacles. Unprepared for his doom, the miser is escorted by a demon leading him into the roaring flames of damnation. Good God. Looking back on his life, he clutches 4 pentacles in an attempt to maintain his worldly possessions. So upright would be the greed and everything that I spoke on earlier, but we have it in reverse, meaning material delays, hardships, and business affairs. Oh, good God. This is not a good card regardless. If it's upright, it means you're tight with your money, you're greedy, you're selfish, putting material gain over everything else. You're a miser, like Scrooge, I guess. Or exactly like Scrooge. And then reverse means there's delays. Something's not coming in. Again, you're blocking your abundance. So these cards right here, it's just a confirmation, but this is crazy. This demon is trying to lead him towards flames of damnation. That's that topless Grim Reaper with the clock hanging from its neck that I told y'all about. I don't know if y'all can see these really. It's a glare on the thing. Let me try to, there we go. I can't really do much of it. There we go. Oh boy. Let's see with our world card. This is our last saving grace, bro. This none of this looks good. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I'm not sorry. I'm going to tell you the truth. Like, there's some kind of energy, trickster energy or whatever that the coyote thing said that you need to look out for. And I'm not trying to, like, give you an ulcer or worry you. I mean, I don't feel like it's, well, see, I believe that you can transform any kind of situation, silver lining or whatever. Not as naive as like believing that there's a silver lining, but like there's a message and a lesson in everything, right? And like I said, there's not mistakes, there's just choices. So you pivot depending on what, if you make the wrong choice and it ends you in something you didn't want or that you didn't expect, then you go back and you would like, I have a thing on my wall out there that says we can't adjust the winds, but we can control our sails, or something like that, something along those lines. We can control how we adjust our sails, meaning there's gonna be storms in the ocean while you're out boating. Like, oh, it's a nice sunny day and you're going out boating, and then all of a sudden there's a fucking storm out of nowhere. To be a skilled sailor or craftsman or whatever, you would have to know how to adjust the boat to the winds and all the different things going on to avoid capsizing. So to avoid drowning, you're gonna have to learn and use your wisdom, not just your knowledge, but your actual wisdom, to turn around and pivot. However, this is not feeling like this is a repairable situation, to be honest. Normally, I feel like, yo, okay, you made that move and you move with it. You deal with it. Handle yours. Fucking man up. That's what that phrase really means. Woman up, man. You know what I mean? Be strong. Like, just take your licks and fucking, what can you do? You know, the scar is already there. Like, you can put some cocoa butter on it, but it's still not going to fully fade the scar. You're always going to know that it was there. The mere fact of you rubbing cocoa butter on your scar is reminding you that the scar is there. So I mean, bruh, I don't know. Let's go. The world card. This is like the only redeeming thing of this whole reading, I'm telling you, is this world card. So we gonna find out what it has to say. I hope it's something decent. This is a good song too. I like this little genre. I don't know what genre this is, because like I said, I don't know how these people popped up on my Spotify, but I like it. All right. I don't know. I followed like an artist radio or something to somewhere, and like this one is literally called Bad Kingdom, as I'm reading about the King of Pentacles in reverse and shit. All right. The World, which is 21, which is the number 3. The young mermaid has made her way around the world. She ends her journey where she started it. However, when we were talking about the 0, the Fool card being either at the beginning, most decks it's at the beginning. What the fuck? Okay. Random vibration on the phone again about finding my phone while it's offline. The point is, like, you're about to lose something. There's the thing of loss here. Let me just say that. Loss. I mean, I don't think it's necessarily financial, though. I feel like it's lost opportunity or loss. There's some type of loss. I don't know. I don't know. I'll get back to it. The point is that earlier we talked about how the Fool card can either be in the beginning of the deck or the end of the deck. Most people put it at the beginning because it's the number 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, blah, blah. But it could be at the ending because of all your lessons and wisdom that you did gain on your journey. Like the tarot deck is literally just the archetypes of you going on a journey through life. You know what I mean? You have your ups and downs and your tower moments and your world cards and your fucking Wheel of Fortunes and all this different kind of stuff, right? So the Wheel of Fortune, when it's upright, usually means new beginning, good. When it's a reverse, is usually bad, or it's not as good. But so with this world card saying that she ends her journey where she started it, it's like she's about to go back to that full energy of being naive, not naive, but being just like innocent, not seeing the danger lurking ahead. Well, now you see the danger lurking ahead because I just told you all about it. But she ends her journey where she started it. However, experience has transformed her, which is literally what we're talking about. Around her, a large snake completes the circle by devouring its own body. Below her sit the beasts she has overcome on her travels. So she, like I said earlier, she has the demons at her feet. And then there's this Alpha Omega symbol, or a labyrinth-like symbol of the snake devouring itself. And we talked about that extensively on that Serpent Kundalini show that we had. All right, so upright means completion of a cycle or journey. Triumph, a hard-fought victory, successful outcome over adversity. Saving grace. I know everything seems so... Okay, thank you, Spirit. Everything seems so dark and gloomy from everything I just read. However, we have the world card, which seems like maybe you're shaking all this off, but I feel like, I don't know, I feel like there's a trial. Something's about to come up. Thank you for confirmation. Something's about to come up. I think I'm trying too hard to focus in on what it is, so it's not coming to me. But I mean, y'all heard the reading, y'all heard the energy. You're blocking abundance by focusing on money instead of spirituality, instead of love. I don't know, instead of something. There's something else that you know that your focus is supposed to be on, and you keep avoiding it because you think that job is gonna fucking take you to the next level. Like, yo, somebody told me, somebody told them that if you die, they will have your job posting up before your fucking obituary. Like, you know, you said that shit, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, You really thinking that job's about to launch you into prosperity when really it's your connection with spirit and your connection with yourself. Like, the thing about all this, like, universe, metaphysics, spirit guides, and all of that shit is you. It's just manifesting in different ways. Like, a lot of these things, a lot of these cards are really what your subconscious is like, or your dream world and all this different shit. People call it spirit like it's something outside of them, but all of this shit is within you. You see what I'm saying? Like, you are the universe. It's crazy to say that because it's like, it's you have to be on a certain level to fathom it in that sense. You have to travel to certain realms of you just have to travel to certain realms or astral realms, dimensions, things like that to really see it. But when you get to a certain level, like 3 years from now, you're gonna come back to this video and you can be like, oh shit, I get it now. Like, all the things that you think are external are just you. Like, for instance, with cancer patients, right? They tell them to pray and to meditate and to keep positive vibes. One, because cancer thrives in an acidic body. And so, whoa, it's like I just lost my hearing. I'm getting like a loud vibration. Cancer. Someone has cancer? Is that what this is? Or cancerous behavior? Cancer. Ooh, cancer is my love sign. Something about cancer. All right. Well, as I was about to say that cancer thrives in an acidic body, and holding on to a lot of hatred and anger and all the kind of like emotion tense is not good. Is like it makes it worse. It's not good for that, right? And so when you keep positive vibes and meditation and prayer, they tell them to pray and things like this, even if you're not, maybe you don't have to have a Christian God or whatever, but prayer in whatever sense that manifests for you, it helps with recovery. A lot of people go into remission and things like this, or they get to a point where they're able to kind of eradicate the cancer and things. But first off, by stopping all these processed ass bullshit ass foods in America that are killing us, killing y'all, killing everyone. But more importantly than that, there's other ways to get cancer. I'm aware. So just keeping positive vibes and meditation and prayer, however else that manifests for you, helps the body, helps the recovery process. They've done studies on this. You know what I'm saying? The reason why I bring that up is because the prayer, people think like, if I pray to God, God answer my questions, my answers, my whatever. You think that God did it. But the thing is that the God is within you. So when you have that positive, I know some of y'all are like, this is blasphemous, but straight up, like, you having that positive mindset, the belief that your prayer would work is why your prayer worked. You believe that it would happen. You saw it happen. You fucking manifested that. When you talk about manifestation and you talk about prayer, there is no difference except for one has more of like a sacred, like a sanctum kind of thing tied to it. Okay, and for a lot of y'all, even hearing the word God is triggering. For a long time, I used to just say universe because I was like, God, what the fuck, right? The point that I'm making is that the tarot and the prayer and the meditation and all this other shit is just all that is within you. Okay, and the number one is all about intuition, and that's been popping up. I love this cover art on this, by the way, if y'all can see that. It's not really yellow, that's just the tint of the glass. Anyways, yeah, this is like very high intense energy right now, and I'm fasted right now, so like it's there's no blockages really, like it's really coming through hard, powerfully. Yeah, man, like that, the belief system in something external is just you telling yourself or tricking yourself into, maybe not tricking, maybe that's a harsh word, but it's you having full faith. Like, it's you believing in you. It's you believing in something will change, therefore it changes. Like we spoke about the other day. If you don't know that you want to go to the grocery store or that you want to go to the mall or to Dollar Tree, right? If you don't know that you want to go there, if you don't first envision it, then it don't matter what the fuck you type into the GPS, you're not going to get to no damn Dollar Tree or wherever else you're trying to be. You see what I'm saying? You have to know where you're going before you can go. You have to know, yo, this right here is going to happen. And then slowly the shit turns and turns and the cogwheels turn and then the gears happen and then boom, it happens. You know? So if you focus on negative shit all the time, guess why your life is so negative? You know? Some of y'all live in some dark times because you invite that energy in. Like I told you earlier, I don't watch CNN. I don't like that energy. I don't like being associated with none of that. It's important to know what's going on in the world. Yes, sure. But there comes to a point where it wears down on your soul. A lot of y'all experienced that when George Floyd got murdered in the streets. A lot of people on Twitter were struggling, like mental health wise. Like they were in this space of like the overconsumption of being on Twitter all day and reading this and this and this and this and all the arguments and all the bullshit that was going on at that time. All that shit was raising the stress levels of people that were already confined to the damn house. Okay, these people were already confined to the goddamn house like animals, and then you go and incite that. It was just an experiment. Like, the point of the matter is that I say that because there's been other there's other things at play. What is he saying? This is on shuffle, dog. I did not plan this. Everything I just said. Y'all hear that? Let me turn this way.
And it's such a shame to end up feeling in a real muddle when actually you ought to be having the time of your life.
What card just fell out? He said our minds are so messy. We make things complicated. That swords energy we were talking about earlier. And look who popped out. Our friend the magician. Time to transform some things, baby. And why you watching this, right? Or you just like me? You like me? That's okay. I like me too. Nah, let me stop playing. Let me go. The magician. Appreciate being here. You get to live, man. You get to live here. Look at that on top. And there's a fucking earth coming from a book right now on the screen. You're here. You get to live and create. That's what life is all about, is creation, dog. It's just about creation. Number 2, Gemini. Hey, I see my Taurian sign and my Leo. Oh shit, all my zodiac signs are on the screen right now. I know that they're showing all of them and going up, but the first 3, Sun, Moon, and Rising, are all right there. Wild. Anyways, I'm not playing this whole track in the back. It's just a song that with a lecture in the middle. And the point is, he's saying we make it complicated, and our minds and our bodies are so messy. It's very simple. You're here to create. You get to create anything you want. Anything you want, you get to create it. You know? But you gotta, take the action, but believe you can create it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get this opportunity, but you're so limited and confined by go to college, get a job, get married, yeah. You know what I'm saying? And you ain't never been on a cruise ship before. Like, damn, take yourself on a cruise. Go enjoy some life, man. Shit. Yeah, okay. COVID, but like, all right. So you could have an aneurysm tomorrow and die on your couch, or you can go die on a cruise. I mean, listen, you make your own decisions, but I'm just saying in perspective, like, so many of us are afraid to live. Like, oh, I can't go spend $300 on myself. What is this crazy guy talking about splurging and shit? He was rich last year. I was rich for less than a year because I didn't know financial literacy. and I wasted all my money on love, or what I thought was love. No, I made choices with my money. The point of the matter is that sometimes you gotta take the risk, and hopefully it pays off in a reward. And even if it's not the reward you expected, maybe there's another reward. Like, I know for me, I found out a lot about me and what I need and what I want, what I desire, what I don't want. And I've been able to focus back on what the hell I'm here for, what I'm supposed to be doing. I don't know, a lot of different stuff. So, the Magician, our last card of the night, or maybe our last card of the night. Number one, and we've been talking about number one all night, but I mean, like it's 1225, which is the number 10 right here. It comes right after the Fool card, which we've talked about extensively. So, the Magician. Blessed with a great talent, the Magician performs skillfully. Although he has only began to learn his craft, he is already gifted. Upright, putting creativity to use, exploring one's potential abilities, manual dexterity, skilled hands, emerging talent. Your potential abilities, and you're exploring that. We were talking about exploring the other day, weren't we? No, I was talking about that privately. Anyways, yeah, man, you're here to create. As a matter of fact, that came out before I just read that. I was just talking about creating and all that, but because of what was that other thing we had? It said the Coyote reading. They talked about that artistic element. Man, it's getting cold in here. I guess I could roll down my sleeves. Normally when I am in tune to spirit, I get really hot. Like very, very hot. So it's really weird that I'm cold right now. Maybe they're leaving the room or something. Oh boy. What a night. What a reading. What a life. What a life. Oh, what a life. Didn't Janae sing that? My girl Janae by. Hey. Oh, they told me don't put that back in there. There's a card from this deck that I had to the side, the Queen of Earth. And they told me not to put it back, so I'm gonna put it back where it was. Bro, I don't even know what to make of all this. Like, I think I'm gonna have to go process this message for like 3 days myself. Probably rewatch it or something. Because there's just so many messages coming in. Like, we done talked about everything from politics to cancer to prosperity to taking a chance on yourself to trickster energy to having fun to, I mean, we done talked about everything tonight. How sexy I am. I think I talked about my eyebrows earlier. Feeling myself tonight. Dog, we done talked about everything today, so I don't know what else y'all want from me. Look what happened. You see this? This is the ultimate card you could ever have. This is the best thing you could ever see, and that is love. And I know some of y'all are cringing at the word love, but as we spoke about, it's not love that did that damage to you. It is that person. That person. Maybe they hurt you unintentionally. That might be it. I feel like that is a big energy about what we just read about things being in your head and things being blocked, but things not working out how you planned. They might not have meant to hurt you intentionally. However, some of y'all dealing with some goddamn narcissists and manipulative and vindictive people who are scarred, which we talked about that earlier. The woman hurts the man, so then the man hurts an innocent woman, so then she gets jaded and scarred and hurts the next man and can't trust and da-da-da-da-da-da, and it's a whole cycle. But this love here is like pure love. This is like universal love. This is what you strive for, because with the self-love, you will have everything you ever wanted. You will have the money you wanted. You will have the car, the career, the sex you want, the food you want. You'll have the personal chef and a maid in your house if you want, because you love others, but you love yourself. You love yourself enough to know that you deserve more. You love yourself enough to know that this is not good enough for you. This is not good enough for you. Why are you settling for this shit? Why? Because you don't love yourself enough yet. But you will. Don't worry about it. It's all on the way. The wheels are already turning. The motion, you can't stop it. There was a card that flipped and then, okay, here we go. Boom. Two men. I don't know if they're lovers. I mean, that was my first initial. They're both damn near naked with loincloths on. They're like gay lovers, but it's like fire. Or he looks like he's about to punch him. And he's like, how dare you? I'll tell you, I don't know. This is such a weird card. Look at this. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know. Heavily masculine energy next to this super airy, light, feminine energy. That's how we started the reading, isn't it? The two cards, we started with feminine and masculine in the shaman deck. Damn, how many decks we done read from? Oh, this is the third one, but we had a book reading earlier. What is this music I'm hearing? It's very interesting. Captivating. Oh, good gosh. Damn it. Last time I looked at this, we were at 32 minutes. Now we're at 1 hour and 32 minutes. I shouldn't have said that because now y'all are going to want to go. Like, oh shit, I've been watching this for an hour. I got to go cook for my kids. Read a bedtime story. To my lover. My lover. Won't you be my lover? Don't. Oh, shit. I make no sense sometimes. I'm a walking paradox. I don't know if I like the song or not like it. Why is it taking so long to start? I don't know. I'm not decided. I'm not going to like it on my thing yet. There's no other cards coming out, so listen. Last two cards of the night. Let's get it right. This top one? Oh, this one? No? Yes? I don't know. A random halfway card. We'll read that too. Because it's like, it didn't want to come out, but it feels right. It's like a mirror. We had this card the other day. Homie was holding up a mirror to his face. Blue water. Number 4 again. So we've got the number 12, 5, and 12, 5, 4. This is not even the book for this. What am I doing? All right, folks. We gonna wrap this up here. We got these last 3. This might be the shortest episode we ever done. I say that now, and then I might end up talking for like 2 hours about this next topic. Probably not, because I really... Your boy is exhausted. I've been running myself crazy this week, man. I never worked this hard in my life. I'm that motherfucker people hate because like shit just kind of comes to me easily, or it just kind of flows. If I were to actually apply myself, oh my god, I could have the world. I would be a billionaire. I would be better than Bezos right now. Y'all understand that? I'm not bullshitting you. Everything I have that's like is the bare minimum I could do, right? And I have a lot of great shit happening and flowing and whatever. So, dog, damn it, I just passed the love thing. It was right there. I'm not bragging about my life. I've been through some terrible shit that you would never want to go through. However, I have transmuted all that shit through alchemy. Page 81, which is the number 9. Love. 0, 9. We're getting back to it again. I say all this to say that I'm sure a lot of y'all have a lot of accomplishments and different things, right? And some of you're working to your max capacity and things still aren't happening. So that means that there's a subconscious blockage. You need to get on here. Well, you don't need to do anything. Do what the fuck you want to do. But your ass is stuck and you don't deserve it. And I don't know why you keep tolerating it and putting up bullshit. That means there's a subconscious blockage. You can come on YouTube and do after this video do some or you can call it text, whatever, do some subconscious subliminals or subconscious. You can put sleep, you can type in sleep hypnosis, because it is about that time, I guess, for some of y'all. You can type in sleep hypnosis, or you can put in subconscious subliminals, The subliminals are a little bit harder to adjust to because it's like a bunch of voices talking all at once, and that could be overwhelming. So if you put it on a very low volume and go to sleep, you'll be fine. But to start out with, you can do sleep hypnosis and start to kind of reprogram those neural pathways so that you begin to welcome in abundance and love and not hate and not cringe at the words love and money and God and sex and whatever else. Like, you'll get to a point eventually where you see, oh, I did deserve all this all along. I say all that to say some of y'all are working very, very hard and getting no returns. Now, some of those returns might just be in the process. You know, shit don't just because you want it now doesn't mean that you can handle it now, really, is what that comes down to. We have a lot of wants in the world, and sometimes it ain't what we need at that moment. Sometimes it is, though. You gotta take the risk. Point being, love. I'm not going through all these. Oh, this is that super long reading. That's what I was talking about. We read this the other day, but it's worth it. I'm not going to read all the past, present, and all that because I didn't do that kind of spread. I'm going to just read the key phrases and the meaning, and then we going to go to the next card. Because, see, being lazy already. Key phrases. Love is multifaceted. So, again, we talking about self-love. Hey, sacred geometry on the screen, baby. It's funny because this music is lining up to what's on the screen, and I don't know how because they're two completely different sources, and I didn't even start them at the same time. See, it's all aligning. That's the point. Anyways, your love will shape you or break you. A past love re-enters your life, which that last reading, oh my God. I can just see that energy. I don't know if it's that. I don't want to attach it to a person. Well, whatever. Past love enters your life. So that could be, it's just that, what I mean to say is it doesn't mean somebody physically is going to come back in your life. They might, but it feels like they might. But it might just be the archetype, like the energy they represent. So it might come in a different person. It might be like that same spirit shows up in somebody else. Are you going to say no? Or are you going to give it a second chance? You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like it's that. I feel like it's going to be that person. I feel like that person coming back somehow, some way. If you block them, I don't know how, they going to find a way. Or something's going to happen and y'all two going to, you know. But if it's not a physical person in the next 2 months or 3 months, 2 months, or a month and a half, what do you say? 16th. The 16th. Does that mean something to anybody? What's today? Today is the 20th. Something about the 16th. I don't know. Anyways, my point of saying all that is that if it's not the physical person, it might be the archetype, like the energy that they represent or that they carried. You know what I'm saying? Whether that be good or bad. Because a lot of y'all, when y'all heard love, you've associated a bad energy or a bad memory with this card. And this card is not that. This card is beautiful. This is the best card you could ever fucking have. This is like pure, innocent love. Like that childlike, unconditional love. We spoke about that childlike stuff earlier. You see what I'm saying? This is universal love, baby. So it is multifaceted. And see, that was a confirmation. You heard that thing in the background? Anyways, back to the point. A love that deserves a second chance. I'm picking random key phrases, so I guess they're not random, but coincidental. Is it love or infatuation? How do you feel about yourself? Honor your body as a temple. We just spoke on that. Not just about the processed foods and stuff, but the energy, the internal dialogue, the anger, the resentment, the hate, all that shit gotta go. You gotta clear all that out. Okay, the forgiveness needs to come in to play now. Like you've sat there and you've been mad and sad and lonely and whatever the fuck you've been feeling long enough. Like this whole jaded, everybody hates me, out to get me, or everybody not out to get you, but like that whole thought process of like people aren't here to support you is fucking bullshit, outdated, and needs to go. That's what the hell's holding y'all back, holding all of us back, really. But holding this reading about something holding you back is this whole notion that people don't support you or that you're alone, right? The funny thing about the lone wolf, speaking of wolves and coyotes and all that shit, that term lone wolf, the wolf is not alone though. Lone wolves have a pack. Usually they run with a pack still. Like there's this whole thing of, oh, I'm a lone wolf, but really you're not. It's like the black sheep of a family, right? Like you still have a family. Even if you are the odd one out, you still have one. You still have a pack to call home in some form or facet. It might not be the best relationship, but it's there. This is kind of different though. Lone wolf does not mean that you're alone on a mountaintop. Okay, it means that your pack is behind you, but you the front one out. You the fucking leader. They're following your example. It means other things too, but why are these people just running? I don't understand why people just run. It's like an odd thing to see. Like I've started running. It's not quite a treadmill. It's like this indoor thing. It's called Moon Run. It's like this indoor. It's kind of like if they combined TRX cables with a treadmill that's portable, so I can take it anywhere. It's like a suspension system. So it's like a pulley, and you pull it, and then you run. So it's like, I don't know, man. It's indoor running, but this shit fucking works. The point is, why do people, like, seeing people run on a screen is just so odd. Like, where are you running to? Like, you have no purpose. You're just, I don't know. Back to my point of love. I mean, exercise is important. I understand the endorphins. I just think that, like, swimming makes sense. Biking makes sense. Like, I don't know. There's something about people just running with no sense. It's just weird. I guess it's because, like, black people, when we run, it's because when you see other, that's always been a thing in the community. When you see other black people running, your ass supposed to run too. It's usually nothing good coming behind a whole herd of people running. Not herd, but you know what I'm saying? Like a whole group of people. They don't have to be black. I'm just saying that that's a thing in the black community. Like, you don't ask questions. You see somebody running, you run too. I don't care. Don't run opposite of them. You run too. And so seeing people just run just because it's just, I don't know. The point of the matter is that honor your body as a temple. And if running is the way that you do that, then more power to you. But you need to check the foods that you eat. It's really, stop drinking all that Sprite, like fucking soda and all these little teas that they claim are healthy that are loaded with sugar. Just drink water, man. Damn, why is it so hard for y'all to just drink water or tea? Or, I mean, you can put fruit in your water and flavor it, you know that, right? Like real fruit, not like the drops, synthetic stuff. You do what you want to do. I've been eating pizza this whole week. Why? Because other stuff going on, like I told y'all. So don't listen to me. Whatever. Open your heart to new loves. I don't want to do that. I'm not ready. Stop making comparisons. All right. Let's get to the meaning of the card now. I've been talking too much. Oh, do what makes your heart sing and love and enjoy your uniqueness. Boom. I think we could just sum up all of this with that. Like, I don't even know if I need to read the whole thing. I will, but I'm just saying that, speaking of that artistic energy, childlike innocence, everything we've been talking about, like, whatever it is that you truly want to do, your true passion, that's what the fuck you should be doing. And you can create anything you want in this life. Yes, bills have to be paid, but maybe you can move your bills around, or maybe you can cut back on some bills. Do you really need 16 different subscriptions? You really need 16? Because are those subscriptions making you money? Are they enhancing your life in any way? Like, I have a subscription to this little Ecamm Live right here, so I could talk to y'all live. It enhances your life and my life. Everybody win-win. I'm doing the universe's work, or whatever the hell. Something is being channeled. But do I need my Hulu subscription right now? Probably not. But it is tied into Spotify, so that's why I leave it. Disney Plus. If I pay them for another 2 months, I have this thing that will report it as, like, report it on my credit report, meaning like it'll help my credit. It's called, what is that shit called? It's called Level Credit. If y'all go look up Level Credit, sorry man, throat chakra overactive and shit. If you go look up Level Credit, It used to be free now, but it's like minuscule, dude. Like if you're gonna pay for a subscription, pay for that one. It reports your rent and your utilities, which is not something that used to happen. Like if you were in an apartment, you were just fucking screwed because it's not a mortgage. Now this company takes anything that you've paid for 3 months or more, or 6 months, no, 3 months or more on a credit card or whatever. It'll look at your bank account basically automatically. Fine. I know some of y'all not comfortable with the bank account thing, but I mean, what happens is they make it look like a loan or something on your report without doing a hard inquiry. They do a soft inquiry, just like if you were to go on Credit Karma, which is free and, you know, accessible. And from there, I think that's how I found out about them initially. But from there, they'll go ahead and report these things, so it looks like you're paying credit cards or loans on time every month, even though you're not. You're just watching Disney Plus, The Mandalorian, Star Wars shit, you know what I mean? Anyways, but some of these other ones that you know that you're paying for that are not enhancing your life, or you keep saying, oh, I'm gonna use it, and then you don't, like, maybe you should just restructure your bills if they're killing you that much. You're not here to just pay bills and die. You're not. I don't know why you thought you were born just to do that. Sorry someone told you that. I don't have any answer for that right now. The point is, the meaning of the love card. The fourth reason for being is to experience love in all of its forms, from codependent and need-based love to big, unconditional, universal love, and to understand that love comes in many different forms and guises. There is the innocent, trusting love that a child has for a parent, and the unconditional love a parent has for a child. There is a love one has for oneself, the love one has for others. There's the love we feel when we do the things we love, and the love we feel when others appreciate what we do. There's our love for family, love for community, love for nature, love for the gods we choose to worship. See? I know y'all are like, all right, I get it, but hey. Whether those gods be born of science or religion. Oh, love for the gods we worship, whether those gods be born of science or religion, or the humans we choose to idolize. There is sexual love, platonic love, playful, affectionate love, selfless love, crazy love, and more. Damn, even more than all that. You still got more to go. We are here to learn that love is as multifaceted as we are, and that love is neither intrinsically good nor bad. Love is a cosmic force that will shape us or break us, depending on how we choose to experience it. And just as we have a choice in what we experience, we have a choice in how we perceive and experience love. So, to my point earlier, it's not love that hurt you. That's your perception based upon a bad experience. But if you look back at that experience, you'll see what you learned, and you'll see what was meant for you to see. I understand some of y'all were, or some of us were in abusive relationships. I'm not condoning abuse. I'm just saying that taught you something. It taught you when to go, or it taught you your limits, your boundaries. It taught you what you don't want ever again in your life. Well, I don't know. There's masochists out there. I mean, you can't ignore the masochists now. So, whatever. It taught you something. Okay, it taught you boundaries. If nothing else, it taught you about boundaries in yourself. And now it's time to teach you about forgiveness. How can you forgive your abuser? That's like a whole. I am not equipped to handle that tonight. It's just a question I was asked to pose. All right, I told you I'm channeling some shit. I don't know. I don't want to get into all of that. Not that I'm shying away from it. I just don't have the energy to give that subject its proper due or seriousness or whatever. I'm not there I'm not in the right headspace to tackle those issues. Okay, tonight, shit too heavy or something. It's just ask yourself that. Meditate on it. Now. Meaning, keep it in your mind as you zone out, or, you know, not zone out. What's the word? I don't know. There's some hard questions y'all need to ask yourselves. Just leave that to you. The past. When the love card appears in the past position, it is addressing a past love that still has influence upon your present, which was heavily present in that last reading with the Deviant Moon deck. A past love is about to re-enter your life, and you will need to explore your feelings. Are you holding on to a love that has served its purpose? Or is this one of those loves that deserves a second chance because it ended for all the wrong reasons? Are you coming to a place of realization that you could have made a mistake, and walked away too soon? Just be sure that nostalgia does not have you in its grip. Relationships end for good reason, and sometimes when we look back to the past, we remember only those things that made the relationship feel sacred and passionate instead of remembering the reasons it ended. If the relationship is to be rekindled, be sure the foundations are solid and not built on quicksand. Odd. Remember also that the love card is not just about a past relationship with another person. Sometimes, more importantly, the past love is an interest or an idea that we have walked away from. Because we are afraid to take a chance. If you're finding yourself drawn to such an idea once more, decide whether you are willing to commit to that interest in the same way that you would commit to a person. Are you willing to invest time and passion in nurturing a relationship? Or will you soon lose interest in the same way or for the same reasons you walked away the first time? Decide whether it is truly a love or just an infatuation. Is it worth an emotional, mental, or physical investment, or are you just wasting your time? The last thing you want is to prevent a new love from finding a place in your heart because you are holding on to a past love that no longer serves. Like we were talking about holding on to the money earlier, you gotta let the shit go for more things to come in. If it is past love, you need to make a damn decision. Make a fucking decision already. Is it a past love that served, or is it something you want a second chance at? And if the person is not willing to give you a second chance, well, I mean, you can't force nobody. I mean, some of y'all be doing spells and all kind of shit. I feel like all that gonna come back on you, so that's on you. But make a decision, man. Like, is this the love you think you want, or you think there's better for you out there? Did you learn a lot from when they left? Now, granted, you could have learned things from when they left, and both of y'all learned things, and now y'all are in a better, more mature space to handle it. Or this could totally be about you used to love artwork, you used to love music, and then you stopped for no fucking reason. Or not, maybe not for no reason, but you stopped because of life got in the way, or your focus was wrong. Your life should be around that music or that passion or that art or that writing or that whatever it is that brings you joy. That's where it should be. But you let external factors would jump in the way of that. Now, the present. I think that was really the only thing I was supposed to read off this page, but I'll read the first couple sentences of the other ones. The present. When the love card appears in the present position, it speaks of the important role self-love plays in our day-to-day lives. How you feel about yourself in the present will shape your relationships with both yourself and others. It can either motivate or prevent you from following your dreams and nurturing your passions. It will influence all that you endeavor. Yo, that goes back to two things. When we talked about, I told y'all the story the other day, but there was a Lyft driver that told me, it was this weird thing where like spirit guides would come in the form of Lyft drivers for a while for me, back when I lived in the city, like without a car, and he said like, yo, do you love yourself enough to like know that you deserve that thing? Like, do you love yourself enough to be disciplined? Meaning like discipline is self-love. Like, do you love yourself enough to like sit down and grind and do the work? Do you love yourself enough to like sit here and work on a song for 4 fucking days and still not be happy with it? Do you love yourself enough to go down and buy that course that we talked about earlier? You want that course, you know you do. Like, do you love yourself enough to give yourself a chance? You know what I'm saying? So it's not just about sunshine and rainbows and shit. Sometimes self-love is kicking yourself in the ass and telling you like, yo, we got to get to work, we got stuff to do, we got to get out the hell out of where we living right now, because this is not acceptable. You know what I mean? Is any kind of forms you could think of. Like, do you love yourself enough to eat the right foods, the right proper foods? Eat a salad at least once a week. Like, damn, like y'all can't eat vegetables, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I said I've been eating pizza, but nigga, I've been also been eating vegetables and salads with those pizzas. Like, you know what I mean? Just anything you could think of. Like, do you love yourself enough for it? That's a question y'all gotta ask. Some of y'all already saying yes, and you know that that's not true. So now you're lying to yourself. Like, I'm saying, really, really contemplate this question. Do you love yourself enough to discipline yourself enough to make it work? If that's a relationship with another person, are you willing to compromise? Because you know that got in the way last time. If you want to pursue your passion in art, dance, music, history, fucking, whatever it is, do you love yourself enough to dedicate yourself to it? Hey man, shouts out to the adult entertainers out there. They, you know what I mean? They're humans too, right? So wherever that came from, I don't know. If that's your passion, shouts out to you. You making money off of sex. I mean, hey, do what you want to do. I can't share my energy with people enough like that in order to profit from that. But yo, if that's you, man, do you? As long as you ain't hurt nobody in the process, you know what I'm saying? You ain't taking advantage of no little kids and shit. Do you? Now, this last thing, love in the future. When the love card, what is this? Oh, let me read this first part first. Know that you are divine and that you are not only worthy of love, but are loved. You are loved. Even if you don't talk to them those people no more. Or even if you feel like you're not. Like, somebody out there loves you. The universe loves you. At the end of the day, you always got your guides and yourself and whatever else. If you don't love yourself right now, you can always strengthen it. There was a point where this wasn't even fathomable to me. Like, I couldn't even see myself loving myself. Straight up, that's how bad I felt about myself, or guilty, or not enough, or abandoned, or whatever you can think of. Like, there was a point where, like, I hated myself. I hated everything I had become, everything I was, everything. And since then, I've become my greatest art project. I've done everything to fucking change that and put myself in a better position, because I would never go back to who the fuck I was 5 years ago. I can't stand that person. Like, I was looking at some random picture popped up, like some old memory card or something. I even saw a picture of myself, and I was just like, yo, like, I got irritated. I was so smug, so cocky. Like, now I have fun, and I've been talking about my looks a lot tonight. Shit, sometimes it's good to compliment yourself, but it was just a different energy, a whole different. So I say that to say that you are loved, and if you feel like it's not there yet or enough, you can make it enough. It'll take work though. You gotta do a lot of shadow work, and if you never done shadow work, some of y'all never even heard that term before. It's gonna be a journey, and it's not a fun one. It's not easy. The shit is painful, but on the other side of the pain, you get something worth it. On the other side of this love that you've been neglecting, this second chance or whatever, there's something else. So again, was it something that has served you, or is it something you need to go back to? Whatever choice you make, there's something better on the other side. Meaning, if you do get back with them, I'm sure it's gonna be the greatest, best fucking relationship you ever had, the best, purest love you ever had. You know what I mean? It's gonna be so dope. It's gonna be so dope. And if you make the decision that it served you, and you know what, maybe it is infatuation, or maybe I'm in love with the idea of them, or the past. I'm in love with what I knew of them in the past. That's not who they are anymore. Or that's not, or whatever the thing is. If it's not a person, I feel like it's a person. That's why I keep saying them. If you decide, hey, fuck that, man, I'm good. Like, look how far we've come. Look how much we've learned, and look how they abandoned me, and look how they, whatever the situation was. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. And that's okay too. And now maybe your new love is on the other side. Like, basically what I'm saying is, for you to have a new person enter, you have to completely shed and let go of that old person. And so you're going to be tested. They're going to test you. They're going to bring that old person back. And you make the decision. Do I want them in my life, or do I not? am I better off now? Am I truly better off now? Because there's a lot of positive things going on, a lot of shit happening, a lot of abundance. But then at the same time, it's like, are they there's a lot of good things happening, but at the same time, it's like, are those things your full potential? Is there things that, for instance, like, you could have it all, right? Like, you hear rich people or celebrities say, you know, I have all this money and I'm still not happy. So if you feel like sharing your life with somebody would enhance it, maybe that's what you need to do. But, you know, you got to make this decision. Are you going to let go of that old shit or go back to the old shit? Maybe it's not shit anymore. Maybe it's something very beautiful, and maybe it's not. You got to check in with yourself on that one. 64% battery, number one, and it's 1 o'clock. And it's 100% on my laptop. 111. The reason why I'm telling you all this shit is because, yo, this intuition thing is very real. Only you can give you the answer. You know what I'm saying? I know it's a lot to contemplate too, though. Make a pros and cons list. How about that? That way, because if you put it in your head, like the sword, you're just gonna keep going around and around and around and stab yourself. If you write a pros and a cons list of everything that you think that this person or this possession, this passion, meaning the art or the music or the whatever we were talking about earlier, the law, whatever you love, if you are undecided, literally take a piece of paper or your phone on the memos thing, draw a line, and on the left put everything that you think you love about that thing or that you want about that thing, and then on the right put everything that's holding you back or that you think that, yo, I can't deal with this. And then you have your answer, and don't go back on your answer. Now, if you want to ignore the cons at 101, if you want to ignore the cons, that's on you. But the reason why they're on the cons list is because your subconscious put them there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, oh, that's crazy. The next page is Union. That's not the card. The next card that I'm gonna read. We only got 2 more cards left, or 1 card really, and then a half. Meaning that last one was like, I don't know. It's weird. It didn't fall out. I picked it. I was told to pick it. Yo, love and the Union is the next card. So something about to happen. Prep yourself. Like, I mean, like 3 days, like tomorrow, like prep yourself, like start thinking about this for real. Not in a, oh, okay, 6 months from now I'll think about it. No, I mean, like, it's urgent. Like, I'm getting that sense that this is something you need to decide now because it's happening now. Like, there's no time to wait. You've waited long enough. You've already had 8 months to think about it. You've had 9 damn months. How much, like, I'm not saying how much more time you need. I'm telling you that they're saying, or the universe or the whatever, the pressure I'm feeling right now, it means that it needs to happen soon. Like, soon. Like, I don't know. Hey, man. 5 of Fire. 242. Yeah, that thing sprayed right as I said that. Alright. The 5 of Fire symbolizes a time of chaos, conflict, or confrontation, either at hand or ahead. Someone now may see themselves or others as a rival or competitor, and may be willing to use ruthless or aggressive measures to come out on top. Rivalry between people and a battle for control and dominance can lead one person to place obstacles in the path of another in order to slow down their progress or deter them completely. Why? Because they want to be the one with the power, influence, or potential wealth, and will not allow a competitor to take what they believe is theirs, what they believe to be theirs. We just started this podcast talking about it's Homeboy's last day, and I said I don't know about that. I don't think this is about that, but it does relate to it. Definitely does. That energy. I guess just picture that energy. All right, now, This ugly situation is now often made worse by technology and social media. Rumors can be spread, lies told. I'm surprised that's in here in this book. I didn't know it was this recent. Anyways, the ugly situation is now often made worse by technology and social media. Rumors can be spread, lies told, and reputations destroyed. And all can be accomplished with almost complete anonymity. At its extreme, we can see bullying in the modern age as a gladiatorial sport for voyeurs. A victim is thrown to the wolves. Speaking of wolves, a victim is thrown to the wolves while an aggressor sits upon their throne and spectators scream for blood, following their leader blindly and embracing a pact mentality. God damn. Yo, if that's not the fucking riots, yo, homie, I can't believe this came full circle back to that. That's crazy. I'm gonna read that shit again. Bullying in the modern age is gladiatorial sport for voyeurs. A victim is thrown to the wolves while an aggressor sits upon their throne and spectators scream for blood, following their leader blindly and embracing a pack mentality. Shit's wild, huh? But these wolves do not hunt for survival. They hunt for sport and recreation, or simply because another asked them to. Blindly doing it, just for no purpose. Just running for no purpose. I get it, weight loss and all that, but I'm talking about, y'all get what the fuck I mean. All too often, they hide their attacks behind a belief that it is their right to question and then judge and condemn the life choices of another. I was gonna say they believe they're God, but like when I said God is within you or you are God, I meaning not for you to determine whose life needs to be taken or not. I mean, as far as the creator of your own universe, you are the creator. You create this. You create all of this. You know what I'm saying? Even the negative shit that you don't want to acknowledge, like, it's part of you. You're a part of it. If you buy into certain things. That's why I say protect your energy, and I don't allow certain things into my realm. I don't want no parts of that. Now, if aggression is motivated by rivalry, I can't say that word tonight. The aggressors may declare that their rival has copied or stolen their ideas. Ideas that have often been expressed in one form or another countless times before, all over the world, by people who have never met and never will meet. Now, because technology has made the world smaller, that's an interesting perspective. I like that. It really has. Now, because technology has made the world smaller and social networks have created connections across the globe, complete strangers can be attacked simply because someone who knows someone who works in a similar way or has a similar business saw that similarity and brought it to the attention of someone who then allowed their own ego or fears to have them believing the worst. This sounds like this is like a personal thing, like a biased write-up, like this happened to them. Like maybe they copied their tarot deck or something. It just feels like the energy. Their own dramas manifesting as I read these pages. Anyways, whatever its motivation, lives have been ended because one or more have decided to target another with vicious cruelty. The Five of Fire therefore represents a choice to walk one of two paths, to embrace or even condone this behavior or to end it. If the choice is to embrace it, do so knowing that you will be met with the same aggression because aggression only perpetuates more aggression. Instead, if you choose to believe that another is your rival and has stolen your work, then use the legal methods in order to protect your in place to protect your interests. Use the legal methods in place to protect your interests. If you are not willing to do so, then do the honorable thing. Step away and move on. Do not embrace spiteful and malicious behavior, or it may be you who find yourself judged and condemned with reputation ruined. That is very, very true. Many people, we talked about it earlier. I don't even know why the George Floyd thing came up, but like people was getting locked up and shit. Like they now are the ones judged and condemned with records and all of this. You know, many of them were expunged, but still, like you getting, you know what I'm saying, a 7-year record. Like you can't get no job. Like people don't hire people. You know what I'm saying? For 7 years after being incarcerated. Usually with a felony, but still, you know. And a lot of these, you know, KKK racist motherfuckers are behind. They're not just in the streets with hoods. Like, they are in your your doctor's office. They are in your lawyer's office. They are in your HR departments. They are everywhere. So, not like a smile of like glee, but just like that's the reality. You know, your neighbor could be one of you never know. Like, oh yeah, you talk to that guy all the time. All right, I guarantee you talk to him about some race shit, you're gonna be a whole lot different. The whole scenario gonna play out differently. You know what I'm saying? So the point of the matter is you got involved, and now you're the one. They're trying to throw the book at you, and you're like, well, I wouldn't do anything. I was just trying to stand up for my people, for black people. Though I don't shop at any black supermarkets or put my money in a black bank, Black Lives Matter. You know what I'm saying? And now your dumb ass down there with a lawyer that's too damn incompetent to help your ass out because he's a public defender and too busy. Listen, the point of the matter is that let's see, you will find yourself judged and condemned with reputation ruined. You might. If your choice is to end it, then be mindful of your actions. All too often, unkind behavior comes in the form of a joke or a laugh at the expense of another. That's another thing. Like, most truth is found in jest. So though, like comedians, it's like, ha ha ha, that's so hilarious. Why? Because it's like, it's true. Like, that's why you laugh at it, because it's like, damn, nah, that's true though. Like, I do that, you know what I mean, or whatever. And you have those kind of friends or frenemies or coworkers in your life that like say some sly shit, but then they be like, ha 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 ha, LOL. Like, it's like, what? You know what I mean? That's how that works. So, all right, let's see. A discussion about another's life choices, spirituality, sexuality, or appearance can appear to be intolerant and condemning to someone who is watching or listening. You are entitled to your opinions, but be mindful of who can see or overhear what is written or said. And if you cannot be certain that another will not be hurt or upset by your words, then it is best to keep your opinions to yourself. Like earlier, I bit my tongue on some shit that I really wanted to say, which is very rare. I don't usually bite my tongue, but because this is on YouTube, let me say this. I've kept it 1,010% real with y'all. Personal life stories, brashness, like I give y'all the real truth. But there are certain things that like I'll say it, but I have to say it in a particular way, because if I don't, my career will be over. You see what I'm saying? I got goals too. Like, this music shit is my life. This is literally all I live for. So I'm not about to end my potentialities of the future successes that I want by saying some crazy shit on here and having it go viral. Now, anything I have said on here, I stand by 1,010%. Anybody got a problem with that, then that's their problem. You know what I'm saying? I don't backtrack because a motherfucker is upset. Like, there's some controversial things or quote unquote controversial things that I said earlier on here, if they're taken out of context. That's not my problem. But there are certain things that like cross the line too much. You know, some things need to be said in private rooms, or what you deem as a private room, with your cell phone off, put it away in the microwave type thing, because they still pick up, you know. Some things are not to be what do you call that, to just be delved out willy-nilly. Speaking of which, I should have had my microphone blocked on my phone this whole time, and I haven't, so it's a little too late for all of that. But I don't know, something's telling me to do it now. Give me a second. Where's that damn app at? MicroGuard. They got other apps, but I mean, you could just manually go to your settings and do it, or you could just push one button and do it. Scan for spies. It's fucking weird. Anyways, what's the last thing I need to say? Oh, we're almost done with this page. Sorry, I got sidetracked. Best to keep your opinions to yourself. Abide by the golden rule in this moment. Treat others how you yourself would ask and expect to be treated. Which also goes back to that self-love card, man. Like, if someone spoke to y'all the way y'all speak to you, oh my, you probably would murder them. Like, to the brink. You would be pushed to your brink. I don't know why murder keeps coming up, but I'm just saying, like, this whole energy and that vibe, like, If someone spoke to you the way you speak to you, oh my god, it'd be a bad day for everyone. So that negative self-talk, like y'all need to, that shit need to go. Retrain the subconscious and it won't be there no more. You see what I'm saying? Now, if you would not like to have your choices questioned and judged, or to be attacked for no good reason other than you had a similar idea to another, then do not do the same to others. Potential blockages, but this, we didn't get this in a block in the reverse. Did we get this in the reverse? And then I flipped it? No. It came out like this. Well, whatever. I'll read the potential blockages anyway, just in case. I don't think it came out reverse, though. But anyways, the 5 of fire reverse symbolizes a need to address a belief that your idea is unique and that nobody has ever thought of it or acted on a concept prior to you. There are over 7 billion people living on this beautiful blue-green planet, and many among them may have shared similar experiences and moments that have them thinking in a very similar way. Remember, it is not your idea that is unique, but the manner in which that idea is expressed. Your perception is unique, and if you are not simply copying another, then the form in which you express your creativity will be unique also. So, like they were talking about the legal aspects earlier, that's what I was thinking about was like copyright and stuff. But really, with all this stuff going on out in the streets right now, use the legal system for that as well. Though it doesn't always serve justice, which is why people feel like they are justified in their actions to take action in their own hands. However, then they get themselves in more trouble. Oh, but more importantly than that, though, is I was thinking of the Akashic records when I read that last line, or the not this last line, but the one above it that says about 7 billion people on this planet, and among them many have shared similar experiences and moments that have them thinking in a very similar way. You're not alone. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of stuff you feel like you're going through is not always unique to you. Like to an extent it might be, but what really makes it unique to you especially is your perception about it. How you choose to internalize it, or how you choose to not deal with it though it is internalized. Yeah, and then it just kind of keeps, I don't know if this happened to them because it just kind of keeps going on about don't attack another just because they had the same idea. They have just as right to express an idea as you do. But basically what I'm getting from that is like some of you are afraid to start, or you're scared that you don't want to follow that passion, start that business, do the art, do the music, do the writing, do the personal, be a personal trainer, a psychologist, or whatever. You keep holding yourself back because you're like, oh, but there's so many already, right? Like think about the world renowned surgeon in Boston, Massachusetts right now. You know, what if he would have thought that? Or she would have thought that and been like, oh, but there's already so many surgeons. There's no point in me doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like it seems ridiculous, but like that's what happens. Like with music, especially. I remember when I was first getting into it, they'd be like, oh, but music's so competitive. Every fucking thing is competitive. Everything on this world is competitive. On YouTube, you got these little terrible people trying to compete with each other and like changing up their own format. And then that's another thing. Why do you think there's so many readers? Many of us, well, I used to, I don't really anymore, but I used to watch like 3-4 different readers because they all had a different vibe and a kick to them, and they used to say things in a certain way, and I wanted to see if the message was consistent, which most times it was. The reason why I say all that, I don't know if they watched each other or not, but I say that because why do I say that? Oh, because you might feel like there's no point in me doing photography because there's already so many photographers, but like you could be the one with a National Geographic cover, you know what I'm saying, because you have a particular eye and a different angle. Like that's why I try to tell people too, especially when it comes to like music and photography. We could have the exact same tools at our disposal, but the way I use them and the way you use them with the same similar skill level is going to be completely fucking different. Like I can give you all the sounds that I use right now, and you're not going to create a song the way I create a song. You know, not just like in a bragatory way, but I mean like we could be looking at the same structure and both pull out our cell phones and take a photo, and it's going to be completely different. Same structure right there, same positioning, it's going to be different. Like, you can stand in front of me, I can stand behind you, and it's still, you know what I mean? Or side by side or whatever. So, man, yeah, that's basically what I'm getting from this about the whole idea of your own as your own thing. Instead of worrying about what others are doing, focus on creating something of quality, offer a high level of service, and most of all, be a visionary and express what you see in your mind's eye with skill and clarity. That's so interesting. I have visionary on my, what do you call that thing? On my vision board over there. I was staring at that earlier. Like, really staring at it. Not just passing by. Last card, ladies and gentlemen, or asexual pans. What is this? The Four of Water, I believe. Yes, Four of Water. Let's get it. Page 274. Where are we at? Where are we at? Where are we at? Yeah. Here we go. Damn, they put his whole picture in the book. Not all of them have that. Like, the actual picture on the thing, too. Most of them just look like, where is that? Like, just like a write-up, you know what I mean? But they actually put the card. Damn it, if I could pick it up. They actually put the card in here. He came up last week, or the last reading, or some I don't know. Let's get it. Four of Water. Self-acceptance. Forgiving. Receptive. Consequences. You are beautiful. Mistake. An opportunity to learn. I can't make this shit up, bro. What the fuck have I been telling y'all for like the last 30 minutes or hour or something? There's no mistakes, just choices, right? But it's an opportunity to learn. That's what it is. All right. So you are beautiful. Opportunity to learn. Be aware of weaknesses, but focus on strengths. Let go of the ideal of perfection. You can do this. Just because someone else did it before don't mean you can't do it now. The emotional cost of your actions. Love yourself for who you are. Man. And then happiness at another's expense. All right. So let's get into our last card of the evening, folks. The Four of Water stands before you with quiet confidence and awareness. Despite his scarred appearance, he sees only beauty when he looks at his reflection. A gentle smile curves his lips as he regards himself with kindness and understanding. He has many weaknesses, and during his lifetime has made many mistakes, and yet he chooses to see the lessons he has learned and forgive himself, instead of holding on to feelings of shame, regret, and guilt. Every scar makes him more beautiful. Yeah, we spoke on scars earlier. Every scar makes him more beautiful, and every mistake presents him the opportunity to learn, to grow, and to become wiser. Wisdom. Like all of us, he has many strengths to balance out his weaknesses, and it is these strengths on which he chooses to focus. He believes he is deserving of both love and happiness, and even when life offers an experience that scars, he refuses to allow hurt or disappointment to erode his self-belief or close his heart. This does not mean that he is blind to his flaws. Rather, he accepts them for what they are, parts of a whole that is imperfect. Sorry, that song threw me off. Rather, he accepts them for what they are, parts of a whole that is imperfect and perfect at the same time. We spoke on, I don't know if that was last episode, whatever. We spoke on not having a shadow, like embracing yourself fully to the max that you don't have a shadow at all. Like, this is such a realm that seems untouchable. I remember the first time that I had gotten to that place and someone told me, no, you still have a shadow. Like, no, you do. Okay, speak for you. Don't project that bullshit on me. I've done enough work and transformed enough. Like I said, I grow exponentially. Every 4 days, I'm a new damn person, it feels like. So I have gotten to the point of transcending the shadow so much, meaning that when I see a part of myself that I feel I don't, it's not the most admirable quality or whatever, I don't judge it. It just is what it is, dog. Like, honestly, like, I mean that full heartedly. Like, I don't, the shadow comes from shame and guilt and an inability to forgive yourself, a lack of loving that area of yourself, and really where it comes from is judgment of that self, or of you know, whatever part of you that you don't like. You can Google shadow work on here. You could look up Teal Swan. She's very good. She's probably one of the only in-depth people, or people that I've seen really go in depth on the shadow self. I mean, of course, Carl Jung and all that, or Jung, or however you want to say his name, from before, like the 1930s or whatever. But I mean, modern day, if you watch the Teal Swan videos on here, she does a very good job of breaking it down, and you can start shadow work. But it is a very painful process. It's not easy. It sucks. And then your life will flip upside down for a little while. And that is why people are, well, there's a multitude of reasons, but that's one of the reasons why people are hesitant, or it's not a popular thing to do. But when you go inside your demons and you dance with them instead of trying to cover them up, like, oh my god, they don't exist, when you actually let them out, let your fucking demons play. Again, I'm not condoning you hurting others. I'm just saying, like, within you, don't be saying, oh, I heard a demon in my head and he said go kill somebody. I didn't say shit. I'm telling you that it is possible to transcend your shadow self, because that only comes from shame and guilt and judgment. And the less you judge you, the less you'll judge other people. It just all works together. Like they said earlier, the way you feel about yourself and your relationship with self is the way that you end up admitting that to others. And when you're in a place where you hate yourself and you're miserable and grumpy and da 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 all the time, that's what the fuck you put out to the world. And that's why you get that same energy back. And then you just mad because the universe is all about checks and balances. So when you get a taste of your own medicine, now you upset. Well, what the fuck you upset about? You did it. Anyways, the Four of Water. I went on that whole tangent. But it's relatable. It's real. The Four of Water arrives in your reading. See, I don't like that. It's like people try to tell you what you did or didn't do. Like, meaning, I know that I don't have a shadow because I don't, like, I did what this book right here just said. It's an imperfect part of the perfect. And to me, that is perfect. I love that. You know what I'm saying? There's parts of me that I'm scared of. But at the end of the day, I don't judge it. If the thoughts come in my head, they come in my head. All right, cool. You know, I don't feel like a need to put myself down. How could you think like that? Type of, like, I'm superior to myself or to my low vibrational self or to my human self. Like, I don't even see it as low vibrational. I just feel like, why are you, I don't know. I don't see the need in putting yourself down all the damn time. It doesn't do anything for anyone, especially you. Now, the Four of Water arrives in your reading to ask whether you look at yourself with less love than you should. I'm telling y'all, man, I can't make this shit up, bruh. Do you see, it's on a whole nother page for the skeptics. Anyways, do you see only your flaws and imperfections and feel as if you should apologize for having them instead of seeing them as something that gives you depth and character? That's your problem. But I mean, for real, like, that's you that's making your shadow bigger and bigger and bigger by trying to deny parts of yourself that do exist. Hey, did my jam? This is how, because I was watching this weird show and this song popped up and I was like, what is that? And I Shazammed it, and that's how all these weird genres have gotten on my phone now. It's called Not Anymore. Dreaming of Ghosts. Robot K-O-C-H, Koch, and Fiora. Anyways, man. The song is, the show is called, like, Universe? No. what is this show called? I don't know. It doesn't matter. The point is, I think I typed in Universal on Netflix or something and it popped up. Those flaws and scars and imperfections are aspects of your nature that make you truly beautiful. You would shine like the sun if you would accept them and forgive them and allow them to simply be a part of who you are. That is why I radiate so brightly. No, but seriously, I always get that. Like, people, I don't see auras or whatever. I don't know if that. I mean, it's a thing, but I don't think that I do. I haven't tuned in on that type of frequency or psychic ability or whatever. But I've gotten that. Like, people will see my aura and say like I remember I was in a shaman's class when I first started this journey. I didn't finish that class because I didn't like the way that it was taught or by who it was taught by. However, I remember being in the class and it was like we were all newbies, so we were having to like perform. I don't know, we were having to like do something with each other's energy or whatever, get our energy reading or something. And she was like, well, I see like and she was like, and she paused and she was like, well, I'm just gonna say it, I see like a Christ consciousness, right? And I didn't let that shit go to my head. I'm just saying that she said that, but that's not the first time I've heard that. Like, I've had multiple people talk to me about this Christ consciousness. And when I was in Hawaii, Horus, which, well, I won't say his real name because they got mad last time. Horus, the Egyptian deity, he's the original Jesus if you actually look at history. So 3,000 or 5,000 years before Jesus ever walked this planet, you had Horus, who was born of the mother, like the mother Magdalene and all that, like with the mother holding the child, that image. You can see it in ancient Egypt, and then you see it in there's another civilization, and then you see it in Christianity, which it got whitewashed. But prior to that, it was the black mother and child. You can look this shit up. Don't get mad at me, because you want to, you know what? I'm not going into your belief system. Look this shit up. You don't want to believe me. I'm just saying that energy or that light or that whatever, I've been told that it's present on me. But there's a lot of darkness inside of me, and I think that the darkness has transformed to light through work like this that we're speaking on. As a shaman, you walk between the worlds, meaning like you're the middleman between nature and human. You're the middleman between spirits and physical 3D flesh. You see what I'm saying? You can tap into the 5D no problem. The 8D is a little, hey John, you get visions from the future. Dog, I was talking about that earlier. Is tarot reading free? I guess. I'm doing it free on here. I've never done readings. I guess I do like general readings. I haven't really done like one-on-one, I suppose. Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, John, like earlier I was talking about that, where I had like something, I'll get a feeling or something will happen, and then 2 days later all of a sudden it happens, and it's quite scary sometimes. Like I've the tornado here in Nashville, I talked about it earlier, but like my ex-mother-in-law like committed suicide, and then like the explosion that happened on Christmas, but then also good things too, like, or random things. I'll think about a celebrity from like 2002, and then they'll pop up on Twitter trending or something. Like, yeah, dude, shit's very real, very, very real. Dope. I like when there's people, dude, same. Yeah, this shit, it's crazy, man. It's like when you're so tapped in, and so like hopping between these worlds of like 5D and 3D, and sometimes 8D. The other day I was on here, I mean, I was like on acid and stuff, but like I was in the 8D, and that was crazy. Yeah, yo, I like when y'all are on here engaging and stuff. It's pretty cool. I was gonna read this last little part, but yeah, see, I told you, I'm not making shit up. Other people experience it too. It's very real. I don't even know why we were talking about that. We were talking about, embracing all sides of yourself and not judging it. You know what I mean? Now, let's see. Where is it at? Okay, this is the last part of the reading right here. It says, "It is time to let go of the idea that to be perfect is to be without flaw. Stop looking for the perfect relationship, the perfect idea or creation, the perfect career or the perfect opportunity. Every relationship, every idea or creation, every career path, every opportunity has flaws, imperfections, and potential to fail or go awry. Realize that perfection is a paradoxical state that exists only when there is peaceful acceptance and unconditional love for those scars, weaknesses, and flaws. Perfection is only achieved in seeing, accepting, and loving the flaws, knowing that they are an undeniable, necessary part of the beautiful, magical whole. The Four of Water comes to ask that you release any feelings of inadequacy or discomfort. You are, in this moment, everything you are meant to be and so much more. Love yourself without condition." So that's freaking crazy because we were talking about earlier, we were just talking about the unconditional love of this love card and how that manifests like self-love, a multitude of just love. But also, where was that part? I think this is the main message, yo. Like, that we've been talking about all night, pretty much, is that everything, like, so just now I went into depth about embracing those flaws within you, embracing your shadow self until you no longer have one, essentially. But there's this element of not pursuing the things that we love, like I said about that passion that you've been denying. So whether that's art or music or writing or practicing law or swimming or whatever it is that you love, that thing that you're denying is because you're waiting to be perfect. You're waiting to have everything set until it's like in your mind perfect. But sometimes you just have to put it out there, right? So even like right now, I was talking about how I've been driving myself crazy, but I'm doing this course right now with Ryan Tedder, who is like, he's the lead singer of One Republic, but he's written for everybody from like Adele to Beyonce, Taylor Swift, whoever. He's on Songland too. The reason why I bring him up is because these songs, like, it's only a 30-day course, and so we've been having to like do these songs and turn them around in like less than a week, written, produced, mixed, mastered, everything, which is very hard, right? But a lot of us feel self-conscious about putting it out there because it's not radio ready. However, a radio ready hit song usually takes like 4 damn months. You know what I mean? Yeah, it takes a lot. Like, it's a radio ready song, like the little 4-minute song or 3-minute song that you hear, it just sounds like that's it. Like he said, you got to make it easy enough for other people to feel like they could do it too. But at the end of the day, it really takes like 6 months sometimes to get that song. A lot of the songs on the radio are a year and a half, 2 years old, from when they got the beat or the production to when they wrote it to all this different kind of stuff. And so the reason why I bring that up is because this class is like forcing us to put out bad music, quote unquote. But what happens is, because we put it out there, we start to see, oh, okay, I can change this, I can move this, I can do this, I could, you know what I mean? And so then it becomes like a lifelong skill, and then you have like the peer group or whatever who can give feedback if they want, but or they encourage it, you know what I mean? But I bring all that up is because if it wasn't for like something like that pushing me, or like this course or that kind of mindset, I would be sitting on these songs for like the next 3 years. Like I would sit here and I would be like, oh, it's not good enough, I can't, how dare I put that on SoundCloud type thing. And though SoundCloud doesn't always have the best quality, the fact that those people are willing to put themselves out there is what's propelling them towards what they're supposed to be at. So with you, if you really, really love photography and you keep denying it because you feel like, oh, I need to work this job and get 35,000 a year or 75 a year and have a beautiful wife and this, that, and the third, like, you're not here to just pay bills and die. So anyways, the point of this whole reading, I would say, man, we done talked about so much. Oh my gosh, there's so many messages. I think the primary message is to get back to love, not in the sense of like tensing up because someone hurt you. But first off, if you do tense up at the word love, then look at the forgiveness aspect and element of that. and release that trauma that you have associated with it, because it's not love that hurts you, it's that person or situation or whatever. But I think most importantly is the self-love is what's coming up here. We had earlier the sword's energy of overthinking was blocking our abundance. So that's another thing, but we ended up getting the world card, which said that we were going to basically end all those bad old cycles that no longer serve us. So matter of fact, speaking of that love that was going to return, it might be an old cycle that you need to release in order to get this new cycle to come in. And that goes back to us talking about retraining the subconscious and rewiring the neural pathways and all that. Once you do that, you start learning, like, I do deserve this. You know what I mean? Like, this is for me. I deserve to have abundance and prosperity. I deserve to make $60 million next year. Why not? Why does everybody else, why does Rihanna get to make that kind of money and I don't? I mean, yeah, she's sexier than me, but no, but the point is, like, why do you feel like you put limitations on what you think that you're capable of earning or capable of receiving? And it's not just about money. It could be anything, you know? I'm just using that example. But yeah, so damn it, I don't know when you commented, but I'm just now seeing your John's comments. But yo, if you want to text me, that's my number right up there, or call or whatever. I'll be back. Well, I never really know when these messages are coming. They just happen. Because I was not going to do anything with music today, but I feel like this is very important. So, yeah, yo. What else we were talking about? I think, yeah. I don't know, it just like threw me off because it's like I like talking to people. I like interacting with y'all. But it is also like the end of the radio show, podcast, whatever you want to call it. Oh, let me roll these dice. Let's see what we get real quick. Oh, my phone blocked it. Oh, shit. No way. Y'all not going to believe this. So in the beginning of the show, I rolled these dice right here. Number 8, which we've been getting all of 2021. Number 8, 6, and 5 have been popping up all year. And then, boom. I just rolled these live on camera, these ones. Same shit. Double 8s, baby. Y'all can type in. I'll do it right now real quick. Wait, I'll put it on my phone so that we can keep the fractals going. I mean, we went into this in depth on like the first episode or first 2. But I'll read this really quick to tie all this in. Number 8, metaphysical meaning. I should just read my numerology book, but I don't know where it's at right now. Alright, let's see. Oh, fucking perfect. The first thing I see with number 8 is abundance. And we got double 8s. Matter of fact, no, I'll just do it this way. Angel number 8 is a sign that abundance will be coming your way. When you see the number 8 appearing again and again in your experience, it is no coincidence. It is most likely that your guardian angels are giving you a heads up about the abundance that will soon be coming your way. Our guardian angels are compassionate beings, and it goes on. Basically, your spirit guides or the universe, spirit, whatever you want to call it. Number 8 may appear in a variety of forms in your life. Hold on, there's a pop-up. It may appear in a single form or in a multi-digit form that is decipherable from dates, times, and phone numbers. Basically, like how I was reading out like the battery percentages and stuff earlier. But 8 is generally read as indicating material abundance and career success. But in the context of angel numbers, it is usually means much more than simple material gain. From the perspective of the angels, the biggest gains we can make are in the area of our spiritual lives. The number 8 itself is a spiritual number between 7 and 9, which is a critical step between the two most spiritual numbers. 8 itself is balanced, which means that it is a number of balancing both the material and spiritual aspects. And it kind of repeats itself, but we spoke on that earlier with the one card. The dude, he looked mad greedy, and he he was ignoring, that was literally something I read, like he was ignoring the spiritual side for money, or placing too much emphasis on the money and not the spiritual, when the irony is that the more you practice self-love and spirituality, the more abundant you become. Not just like, yeah, physically you get more things and tools and, you know, trinkets or whatever, but at the same time, um you become whole. Like, you become a better person, like mentally, physically, everything just falls into line. You get real true love and abundance through fostering this kind of stuff, you know what I'm saying? Checking in tune with everything. So yeah, man. All right. This has been High Time Spirituality Radio. 247 going strong. I need some water now. I've been talking for 3 hours straight almost. So I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. And yeah, man, y'all be easy and be safe. I'm scared about tomorrow, but after this reading, I'm hoping that everything will turn out all right. Cause I don't know, man. I had a bad feeling in the beginning, but I feel like we're all transcending all this bullshit and we're all on a higher path. We just gotta let go of some things. We gotta shed some things, retrain our subconscious. When you get off of this radio thing tonight, go on YouTube and type in sleep hypnosis or subliminal subconscious subliminals, which is, like I said, is harder to listen to, but whether for whatever aspect, I usually do the ones for like money or let go of negative blockages, or sometimes it's binaural beats, sometimes it's somebody speaking, but it'll help you. And the last card we got that just fell out was body and mind, so I'm gonna just leave it there. And who is this? Air. It's the 11 of air. The 11 of air. 219. 19 is also my number. Hey, man, but I'd be curious to hear your experiences as well, John. Because it is trippy. Okay. Imagination, reality, fact, opinion. Be open-minded in questioning. You are only limited by your mind. How is your mind affecting your body? We can only change ourselves. So, boom, that was the last card. I'm not even going to get into the whole reading and all that, because we already know what it's about. It just sums up everything. So, all right, man. Y'all take care. See you later.